Fears trying to add to the lead. Dribbles up top. Passes left side. Caught by Akins. Akins trying to go baseline. Does. And scores off the glass. 70-58 Spartans. Shellstad quickly scores it himself. Down the right side. Timeout Oregon. 10-point lead again for Michigan State. Ducks have hit 4 of their last 5. 2:03 left though. It's going to take something. Ducks now with no timeouts left. Two timeouts left for Michigan State. 4 players in double figures for the Spartans. Richardson the leader with 15, Akins 11. Fears and Carr each with 10. Nate Biddle carrying the Ducks to 22. Ducks have hit 4 of their last 5, but few chances to really cut into this Michigan State lead, and Ducks turned it over. Missed an open 3. Spartans with it. Fears. Give to Richardson. Now back to Fears with 1:50 to go. Fears passes to Carr. Carr, jump stop, dish out, Richardson. 4 to shoot. Richardson tries to get into the middle of the lane, does with an acrobatic take. He missed it. Ducks rebound, thrown ahead quickly to Shellstad, getting to the bucket, and a great lay-in from Jackson Shellstad. Falling to the floor as he hit it. 70-62, Michigan State leading. Minute 16 to go. Carr passes to Kohler. Kohler gets it over to Richardson. Richardson tries to slice through 2 defenders, and we've got a whistle on KJ Evans. Richardson, after the 4th on Evans and the 9th on the Ducks, will go to the line. Ducks trail by 8. Free throw, good. Richardson hits to put Michigan State up 9. Now Michigan State still up 9. Richardson misses the free throw. Ducks back to offense with a minute left. Barthélemy to Bamba. Bamba, middle of the floor, between the legs dribble, driving, rising, and slamming. Woo! TJ Bamba giving Duck fans something to cheer about at 71-64. And now a whistle on the inbound. They're going to review the play as Richardson's still down. Looked like TJ Bamba might have collided with Richardson. (71-64) Spartans. Looks like Bamba leapt in the air, and then as he was coming down, his leg got Richardson around the head. That's just how high TJ Bamba leapt in the air. So an official review with Michigan State up 71-64. Ducks have stayed in it, but credit to the Spartans, haven't let Oregon really get closer than this at any point. Still reviewing it. I mean, TJ just jumped in the air trying to deflect the pass from Richardson, and then the pass wisely went under TJ Bamba.
After further review, foul has been upgraded to a flagrant 1 foul.
And it will be a flagrant 1 foul on TJ Bamba. (71-64) Spartans lead. Foul on Bamba is the 4th against TJ. Richardson to the free throw line after the flagrant. Richardson hits the free throw. Leading scorer for the Spartans today. The freshman has 17. 6 points at the line. Bounces the next one out. Now the Spartans will take it out on the opposite baseline. Bamba will defend the inbound with 51 seconds left. It's an 8-point lead for the Spartans. Michigan State getting it to Fierce, and he races ahead, draws the foul on KJ Evans, the 5th on the sophomore. 72-64 Spartans. Fears at the line. Shot up. Bounced out. Oregon's shooting 50% in the game. They're now up to 44% in the second half. They've made a bit of a run at it, but that period right before the under 12 timeout, where Michigan State was able to stretch it to 16 at one point, difference in the game. Next free throw is good at 73-64. Ducks get a shot up on the right baseline. Shellstad missed it. Offensive rebound. Bamba back to Shellstad. Another jumper off the mark. Rebound Michigan State. Bartholomew fouls. 73-64 Spartans. A few opportunities that the Ducks had in this game just didn't fall. Never could swing the momentum back in Oregon's favor. Akins to the line for a pair. Bounced in. 10-point lead for Michigan State. Akins again. Bounced out. Bamba rebounds. Ducks are down by 10. 26 seconds to play. Ducks get it to Biddle. Right wing three contested. Rolls out of bounds to the baseline for Michigan State. 20.7 left on the game clock. Went out of bounds actually off of Michigan State. Bamba tried to inbound it off of Spartan. Didn't work, and Michigan State will dribble the ball ahead and dribble out the clock. 8-game winning streak comes to a close for the Ducks in the Big Ten Tournament Quarterfinals. The 1-seed Spartans advance to the semifinals, and now Oregon awaits Selection Sunday. Don't have to wait long. Just 2 days from now. Ducks be in the field, but certainly this one stings, and a little bit of momentum lost. It's now 8 straight wins for Michigan State as Duck winning streak does come to a close, the longest in the Big Ten at 8. 74-64 final. Michigan State defeats the Ducks. Post-game show coming up on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
At U.S. Bank, when they say they're in it with you, they mean it. Not just for the good stuff, the grand openings and celebrations, although those are pretty great, but for all the hard work it took to get there, the fine-tuning of goals, the managing of cash and workflows, and decision-making. They're in to help you through all of it, because together they're proving day in and day out that there is nothing as powerful as the power of us. Visit usbank.com to get started today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, copyright 2024, U.S. Bank.
At Les Schwab, we've been changing the tire game for more than 70 years. Our Go the Extra Mile service means more hustle, less hassle. We design our own exclusive tires to give you more tires made for the road you drive, less compromise. All backed by America's best tire warranty included with every tire we sell. We're talking more unbeatable tire warranty, less charging you extra, like the other guys. It's why you get more from less. Book an appointment at leschwab.com.
You're listening to Duck Basketball on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
This message is for Shauna, my mom, who just finished her high school diploma. I wanted to say I'm so proud of you for finishing.
Well, case in point. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Our pregame coverage continues. Time for our look around the Big Ten, presented by the Big Ten Network. It has gone final. Michigan State advances to tomorrow's semifinals of this Big Ten Conference Tournament. 74-64 winners against Oregon. The Spartans 7 of 15 from the three-point line. They controlled the glass. They led for the overwhelming majority of the game. And again, they get the balance. But Jace Richardson was 17, 1 of 4 in double figures. Nate Biddle did what he could, 22 and 11. But the Ducks in the second half, really the guts of the game, just had trouble shooting the ball. Spartans they're just rolling on right now.
Well, they are, but that's what they're going to do too. They're going to clamp that defense. As much as we talk about offensively, them shooting more threes and making more threes and what that looks like, the core of what has made Michigan State good this year has been on the defensive end. And then it's been the balance. Those two things will never change. They really will never change under Tom Izzo, because that's the identity and that's what he wants to build it on. And this team for Michigan State this year has really taken that identity of Tom Izzo. They really have.
It was interesting talking with some of the Michigan State folks earlier today. We talk about the depth and they go 10 deep. It says something though, and we see it here with the Badgers as well. They're all accepting that. You can be really good and you're not starting, and that's the case with Michigan State. They go into their bench and it's not like there's a big drop off.
Oh, absolutely, and they all embrace their role. They're all great in their role, and I think that's the signs of a great team. That's a lot about, like we talked about this Wisconsin team, but they know what their role is. They come in, they do their role. When you're unselfish for the guy next to you, you win a lot of basketball games. It's amazing how that works, right? When you take the me out and worry about the we, what happens.
Yes.
You usually have a lot of wins next to your name.
And that's what the Spartans are doing this season is what the Badgers are doing as well. And you can say the same for UCLA. Let's look at the games tonight, Brian, in the quarterfinals. They're two really, really good games to tune into. You got Illinois put 106 on Iowa yesterday. Kylan Boswell with 24 points. And Illinois, it's going to shoot a lot of threes. It's going to miss a whole ton of them. But yesterday they didn't, 12 of 26. So there's another team. They went through that wave of illness and it went some injuries there. They are getting healthy at absolutely the right time.
Yeah, I've said I still think they're the most talented team in the league. I mean, it hasn't changed since November. Mm-hmm. Now they are getting healthy. They have that. And if they start knocking down some shots from three. And I think it starts with their young players. Their talented young players aren't young anymore. Even though they had sickness, they've also played a full season. Mm-hmm. So they know what they can get away with, what they can't get away with. And I think that's a big reason why you're starting to see them trend in the right direction. If you're a team in March in the NCAA tournament, you don't want to see the Illini as a 7 or an 8 seed. You just you don't.
I definitely agree. And you got the Maryland Terrapins. We talk about Michigan State's depth. Maryland has 5 because that's all they need. So depth is overrated, at least so far, for the Terps. You never know. You're a turned ankle away from everything changing, but that should be a fun matchup. And Purdue and Michigan has the nightcap tonight. Trey Kaufman-Renn with 30 points in last night's win against USC. And another good matchup. We'll see if Michigan could get right, because the Wolverines were, they were primed to at least get a piece of the Big Ten championship, but they took some stumbles in the last week of the season.
Well, and I think they're scheduled the way that lined up. They had Maryland was at home. They finished at Michigan State. Those are two tough teams in general. They just turn the ball over too much when you look at Michigan. That's their Achilles heel, is turning it over. They lose those 2 games because they did turn it over at a high rate. I mean, if they take care of the basketball, they're a really good team.
Yeah. By the way, some reports are out, Pete Thamel among others, that there's going to be a coaching change in Iowa City. So if that, in fact, is a fact, then you got 3 jobs that are open in the Big Ten Conference, along with, obviously, Indiana and Minnesota. So I'd say times are changing, but it's just actually another day or another season here. And if that's the case, pretty good run for McCaffrey and Iowa City.
It was a great run. It really was. I know everyone saw the tantrums that were thrown at times, but the guy can flat out coach. I mean, you don't become a school's all-time winningest coach if you can't coach a little bit, and that's exactly what he was able to do. And sometimes I'll say this: be careful what you wish for. This is a tough league. Iowa had a lot of success. There's a lot of things at a lot of school bases. There's a lot of schools in this league that would have loved to do what Iowa's done over the stretch that Fran was there.
Yeah, a lot of reports out that they have made the change. Have not seen anything official from the University of Iowa, but a lot of the more respected reporters in college basketball are putting out there that there's a change that will be happening with the coaching position with the Iowa Hawkeyes. That is our look around the Big Ten, presented by the Big Ten Network. When we continue, we'll get Butchie's keys to today's matchup, the Badgers and the Bruins. Back in 3 minutes. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
To be a Badger, it takes dedication, perseverance, and an unstoppable drive for excellence. Our team at UW Health Sports Medicine is no different. We bring the same fierce Badger spirit to every surgery, therapy, and training, working tirelessly to keep Wisconsin's athletes at the top of their game. Whether it's nailing the game-winning shot or delivering top-tier care, UW-Madison and UW Health are a dream team committed to achieving greatness. Together, we don't just deliver, we dominate. UW Health. Remarkable.
Wisconsin is known for some pretty great things, like football, food, and family. At Jones Dairy Farm, we're proud to be a Wisconsin company, one that's been family-owned and operated in Fort Atkinson. Our all-natural breakfast sausage, dry-aged bacon, naturally smoked ham, Canadian bacon, and Braunschweiger have all been making Wisconsin breakfast better since 1889. And that Wisconsin pride is why Jones is a proud partner of Wisconsin athletics. Go Badgers!
We believe in education. We believe in public schools. At WEA Member Benefits, we believe in helping Wisconsin public school employees and their families achieve their financial goals by providing personal insurance, retirement and investment, and financial planning programs that are designed specifically for the education community. WEAbenefits.com. That's WEAbenefits.com. WEA Member Benefits is a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics.
Need reliable waste and recycling services? Choose LRS. Driven by service and dedicated to sustainability, we're your partner in efficient waste management. Need more? We also offer convenient dumpster rentals and clean portable restrooms for any event or project. Trust LRS for all your waste needs. Visit lrsrecycles.com to sign up for service. That's lrsrecycles.com.
Hey Badger fans, Tony Drake with Drake & Associates, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. How do you prepare for the big game? You strategize, right? Well, retirement is your ultimate big game. And without a solid plan, it's like stepping onto the court without practice. But here's the game changer. Claim your retirement-ready toolkit for free from Drake & Associates. Just text Bucky to 262-600-2782. That's Bucky to 262-600-2782. Our retirement-ready roadmap is your playbook for financial success. Let's slam dunk your retirement goals together, because at Drake & Associates, we're your winning strategy for a financial game plan.
Drake & Associates is an independent investment advisory firm that offers different investment vehicles. All insurance products are backed by the issuing insurance company. This commercial is provided for informational purposes only.
Pre-game coverage continues. Wisconsin and UCLA with the winner squaring off with Michigan State tomorrow afternoon here in Indianapolis. Badgers and the Bruins. Let's get Butchie's keys to the matchup.
First thing you got to look at with this game is transition. And it's transition, not necessarily transition points for UCLA, but transition points for you, the Badgers. Try to get some easy buckets, because when you look at UCLA and the way that they guard at an elite level. So now all of a sudden you're trying to find easy ways for you to score the basketball. So that's transition. Next, rebounding. You've got to keep UCLA off the offensive glass. They average 8.9. That's 7th in league play. And then the last thing is defensively for you. You need to be in gaps. And when I say be in gaps, you can't let UCLA guards have any driving angles and driving lanes. You have to have a body there so that now they don't want to drive, break the paint. When you do that, you force them into an outside shooting team. As far as three-point attempts, they're 12th in Big Ten play. They only take 20 of them. They're 9th in Big Ten play as far as making 7 of them a game. So limit the paint, you'll be all right.
All right, those are your keys to today's game. We're back with the starting lineups presented by the Wisconsin Department of Transportation. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
Ma, is this how you feed a hamster?
I think so.
Is my homework right?
I think so.
Is this milk still good?
I think so.
When it comes to parenting, sometimes it's okay to think you know. But when it's something as important as your child's car seat, don't just think. Know. Double check if your child is in the right seat for their age and size. It'll help protect them in a car crash. Don't just think. Know by visiting nhtsa.gov/the-right seat. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Check out the UW Health Injury Update. UW Health Sports Medicine treating the Badgers, treating you, as Ricardo Greppy and Cameron Hunter. Hunter is listed as questionable. Greppy out, still in that walking boot, getting a little nicked up yesterday at the shoot-around, so kind of a different way. You ever get hurt in a shoot-around?
No, I haven't.
Stuff happens. You never know. You never know. But he
I'll tell you one thing. I was never going hard enough in shoot-around to get hurt. I knew the game started at 7 o'clock. I was going to go at 7 o'clock. I wasn't going to worry about you. Now, Bo didn't necessarily like that a whole lot, but that was between me and Bo.
Well, Grep only knows one speed. You
Correct.
know that.
Yes,
He's
exactly.
all out all the time.
Yeah, absolutely.
All rotation players all up and available here really for both sides this afternoon for UCLA and for Wisconsin, and that is your UW Health Injury Update. Now to the starting lineups brought to you by the Wisconsin Department of Transportation. Don't drop the ball, Badger fans. The Wisconsin DOT reminds you to drive sober. Mick Cronin, sixth year as a head coach of the UCLA Bruins, took his team to the Final Four back in the COVID season. His lost on a last-second shot, matter of fact, to Gonzaga. Front line for the Bruins made up of Eric Daly, 6'8" sophomore out of Palmetto, Florida, averaging 12 points, 4.2 rebounds, and has collected 38 steals this season. He dropped 25 in their regular season finale against USC, with 10 of 12 from the floor and 4 of 5 from the three-point line. He's been on a heater of late. Doesn't shoot a ton of threes, but he's been making them at a rate of 9 out of 14 over the last 5 games. Tyler Bilodeau, the transfer from Oregon State, 6'9" junior. He's averaging 14 points, 4.5 rebounds per game, a third-team All-Big Ten honoree. Kobe Johnson, the 6'6" senior out of Milwaukee, averaging 8.6 rebounds, 3 assists, and he gets 1.7 steals a game. Led the Big Ten with 53 pilfers this season. An all-defensive team member. Has a chance to lead at UCLA in boards, assists, and steals. No UCLA player ever has led in all 3 categories in a single season. Dylan Andrews in the starting lineup came off the bench against USC last Saturday, but he has been primarily in the starting 5, back in there today. 6'2" junior out of Gardena, California, averaging 7 points, 1.5 rebounds, and close to 3.5 assists per game. And Sky Clark, 6'3" junior out of Los Angeles. A couple of years ago, he was at Illinois for about half of the season. Was at Louisville last year, a Bruin now, and the word is he's coming back, and he'll be a Bruin again next year. Clark, the 6'3" junior, averaging 8 points, 3 rebounds, and 2.8 assists per game. For a team that's not necessarily married to the three-point shot, Sky Clark, he tends to shoot the threes. More than half of his attempts have come from downtown. For the Wisconsin Badgers, same 5 as we saw yesterday. Stephen Crowell averaging 10 points, 5.5 rebounds, 2.5 assists per game. He was 7 boards and 7 points yesterday against Northwestern. Nolan Winter at 10.6 rebounds a game, 18 and 6 against the Wildcats, going 9 of 10 at the free throw line. John Tonje is averaging 19 points a game, 5 rebounds. He had 18.7 boards against Northwestern with 2 of 5 from the three-point line. And a big night against UCLA in January, scoring 24 points, going 6 of 7 from long range. Max Klesmet, 6'4" senior out of Neenah, 9.7 points, 2.5 rebounds, 2.7 assists per game. He dropped in 9 on Northwestern yesterday afternoon. And John Blackwell rounding out the starting 5, 6'4" sophomore out of Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, 15.5 points, better than 5 rebounds, 2+ assists per game. Had 8 points against Northwestern, had 23 against UCLA, and doing a lot of his work at the free throw line, where he was 10 of 12 in that game against Pauley Pavilion. UCLA came out an 85-83 winner in January against the Badgers. They lead the series all time, 6-2. The Bruins in the old conference, they were pretty successful in the old Pac-12 conference tournament. 4 championships and 4 other runner-up showings. The Badgers, of course, have 3 Big Ten Tournament championships on their resume, the last one coming 10 years ago with Kaminsky and Decker and Nigel Hayes and all of that group. So getting ready for some quarterfinal action this afternoon. The Wisconsin Badgers and the UCLA Bruins. Those are your starting lineups, brought to you by the Wisconsin Department of Transportation. The Badgers and the Bruins, the opening tip presented by Odyssey Brands. We're back in Indy in a couple of minutes. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
Are you seeking a better career? Rail Transport offers truck drivers a variety of driving jobs earning top wages. No CDL? No problem. Get paid to get your CDL with Rail's on-the-job paid training program. We're also seeking top talent for driver and customer support positions. To see all the career opportunities at Rail and how you can take home more and be home more, visit rail.jobs. That's rail.jobs. Rail Transport is a proud sponsor of the Badgers.
Why is life better with American Family Insurance? Because every policy comes with something very special. A trusted agent who's there to help protect your dreams by finding the right coverage at the right price. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
I'm Sawyer, and I'm Shannon. Together, we're Twin Stunts, the only twin motorcycle freestyle show in the world. We are born and raised in Wisconsin, so we want all our fellow cheeseheads to know that even though we clutch it up, hit 12, and drift in our show, we would never do it on the open road. And there's another thing we would never do on the road. Drive drunk. Drive sober or get pulled over. Together, we can save lives. Learn more at zeroinwisconsin.gov. Wisconsin DOT.
The big game. Family. Friends. We know you count on Alliant Energy to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need, whether you're watching the game, cooking your famous burgers, or leaving a light on for loved ones. For us, it means going beyond the expected to make sure we're planning for the energy you need today and tomorrow. That way you can keep your eye on the ball and focus on what's most important to you. Find out more at alliantenergy.com/poweringbeyond.
How do you replace a legend? Well, the short answer is you don't. A legend comes along once in a lifetime, if you're lucky. At Usingers, we feel fortunate to have been part of Bob Uecker's life for the last 30 years. Ueck wasn't much of a hitter, just 200 lifetime. But man, could he pitch. Sausage, that is, not baseballs. He was so good, he earned a spot in the Wisconsin Meat Industry Hall of Fame for pitching Usingers products. Summer just won't be the same without you, buddy. Thank you, Mr. Baseball. You are the GOAT.
Wisconsin is home to some of the best educators in the country. The Outstanding Educator Program is brought to you by WEA Member Benefits, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Throughout the season, we are honoring incredible educators who go above and beyond for their students and communities. Do you know an educator who deserves the spotlight? Nominate them today at uwbadgers.com/outstanding educator. That's uwbadgers.com/outstanding educator. Because great educators make Wisconsin proud.
On the Badger Sports Network from Learfield, Badger basketball is on the air.
When you think of Wisconsin basketball, you think about discipline.
Now to Max for three in the lead. He hit it from right of the circle. Max Busman.
You think about being fundamentally sound.
Rebound. Blackwell just took it away from Reese. Blowing the left, lifted in off the glass.
You think about playing with a level of toughness.
Oh, nice pass from Blackwell into Crowell for the dunk.
Every day there's another step.
And the Wisconsin Badgers knock off third-ranked Marquette as they storm the floor at the Kohl Center in Madison.
On Wisconsin. Badger basketball is brought to you by Fabic Cat, your cat equipment dealer throughout Badgerland. Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison and Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells, proud casino partners of Wisconsin Athletics. And by Menards. Save big money at Menards, proud partner of Badger basketball. Tip-off is just moments away. Let's go courtside. Here's the voice of the Badgers, Matt LePay.
Good afternoon from Cambridge Fieldhouse in downtown Indianapolis, Indiana. Alongside Brian Butch, our engineer Dave McCann, and Aisha Jackson. Back in our network studio, this is Matt LePay. We welcome you to Wisconsin basketball in the quarterfinal round of the 2025 Big Ten basketball tournament. Michigan State has knocked off Oregon earlier today, 74-64. So Tom Izzo's Spartans will await the winner of the Badgers and the UCLA Bruins. And the winner of this game will take on MSU tomorrow for a noon tip Central and a quarterfinal day and night that is pretty entertaining stuff. Even if you're a casual basketball fan, Wisconsin and UCLA about to tip off, Illinois and Maryland tonight, along with Purdue and Michigan. An 18-team league, and it's a deep league. The question, Butchie, how many great teams are there? Well, who knows, but there are a lot of really good teams, and we're seeing all of them here today and tonight.
Well, I was going to say that the top 8, I think, are all pretty good, and we get a chance today to watch all of them go against each other. And I think you saw the first game play out a little bit of some breathing room there by Michigan State at the end, but I think these are all going to be extremely close games, and it's going to come down to execution in the end. How do you handle those last 3-4 minutes of these games? And it's the small things that matter in tournament play. You can't have 2 or 3 possessions. If a possession goes bad, you can't have that thing snowball. You've got to stop the bleeding, whatever it might be. You can't have these big, long runs. We saw that in the Michigan State-Oregon game where Michigan State went on a big run. It gave them a 10-point lead at the end of the half. That was a big deal. Oregon made a run, but it was never enough because of that run to end that first half by Michigan State. So in tournament play, you got to stop the bleeding early. That's the one thing. And we've talked about, obviously, the transition, the rebounding, defensively what needs to happen. But to me, it's also how do you handle the emotion? How do you stop if a play doesn't go your way? What do you do to stop that versus having the trickle, have it continue to slide for you?
And for the Badgers yesterday, it was good work defensively. And again, Northwestern, in fairness, without 31 points in its starting lineup with season-ending injuries to Jalen Leach and Brooks Barnheiser. But the Badgers were choppy offensively to start the game. Northwestern, it was in the first half, I get it, but was led by 5, and it just took a while to get them going. Guys like John Tanjay, but there was never panic. And just let that fade away at the end of the half to give Wisconsin a 7-point lead. It's 1 bucket in a 40-minute game, but that seemed like a pretty big one.
Well, there's going to be lots of big buckets. I think that's the thing, is you've got to set yourself up to have success in those moments. And for me, I look at it as, John Blackwell's a guy that I look at in this game, 8 points, 4 rebounds yesterday. That's a quiet day.
Yep.
That's a quiet day for John Black. Now, I thought he did a great job at the point guard position. He got the Badgers into some offense. But I look for John to be extremely aggressive in this game. Played extremely well there at UCLA at 23 points. And I think he also realizes the last play of the game, drive into the paint, it gets blocked by Kyle. He did have an open player in the corner. One more swing, maybe that's there. He'll evaluate it. He'll look at that. But I think there's a little bit of more motivation there for John Blackwell to finish some things.
You mentioned it when it happened on that night at Pauley Pavilion when Nick Cronin went to his bench and brought Kyle in. 6'9". He grew up a track athlete, high jumper among other things. He's got springs for legs. You mentioned it as that there's a very good sub, and it was Kyle who rejected that shot in the paint. In a game like that, and we're going to see more of it this month. Get used to it, not just Wisconsin, just all across tournament land, where one play, one moment makes all the difference.
And that's why you've got to be aware of it. You can't let the emotions, continue to bring a team down or bring a team. You can't get too high. You can't get too low. That's one thing that Bo is great at. That's one thing that Greg's great at. Is there's an even keel with this team, right? Even when there's runs, you'll see the excitement, but it's not over the top.
Yeah.
Because you know the other team, whether it's UCLA today or if you win, hopefully you move on. The next team, the next game you play, like they're coming. And they're going to keep coming at you. So you got to be ready to rock and roll, and you got to make sure that you know what your assignments are. You can't let the emotions of what this is take you out of your day-to-day approach, because the reason you're good is your day-to-day approach has gotten you in this.
No, you're right. The Badgers, they do such a good job. I tell people this all the time. You walk into a practice the day after a game, and you might not know really what happened the day before. Sharif Chambliss got the music going, and they're getting fired up for another day's work. I've seen that for years with the Wisconsin program. It has served it very, very well. As we are about set to introduce the starting lineups here as we get ready for game number 2. Wisconsin and UCLA, game number 2 today. Wisconsin and UCLA. Of course, this will be the first game for the Bruins on this floor, and there's always that question. Badgers have a game under their belt. Does that matter? Probably doesn't hurt, but we'll find out together.
Yeah, and I think in general, I've always liked playing a game here first. You feel like you had some advantage to it.
They'll be introducing the starting lineups here. I'm not sure we get into that. We do not. So we'll just go ahead and we'll just keep filling time here.
We could do that. There's a lot to fill. I've said this before.
Were you worried they're going to play the anthem? They're not.
No, I wasn't worried. I was at first. I was like, all right, no, the second game. I will. This to me, this Friday, that was the best day of all of college basketball.
Yes.
And you've got so many good matchups. And as a player, the excitement that follows this. And I said it yesterday, I'll say it again. Finally, you get to play. You've watched games last night. You're in the hotel. Your parents are there. You get the band. You get all those different things. And now you get to just play again.
Yes.
And I think this team, based on just the way they played yesterday, I think they know they played well enough to win, but they haven't. They didn't play great.
Yes. They'll have to be better today.
There's a motivation that goes with that, too.
And the other part, the hidden part of the afternoon game, it forced us to behave.
We did have to behave. I know. It was unbelievable.
Yeah,
I'm very disappointed, to be honest. Now, Dave, on the other hand,
why are we picking on me? Why is everybody picking on me, Dave?
I think that every day.
Always remember, he has the controls.
He does.
Most important guy in the broadcast. This is a unusual game in college basketball today because both head coaches have the suit and tie going. You don't see that very much anymore.
We need to get back to that.
Do we?
Absolutely. There's something to be said about a nice suit, a nice tie. Plus, we need to make sure that all the tailors out there have a job. I mean, there's more people involved than just the coaching staff here.
There you go. So
right? We got to make everyone a little bit more some money. That's
you gonna wear one for the radio all the time?
I am right now.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Can't you tell?
Yeah.
Everybody listening knows I'm wearing one.
It's a clip-on tie too, right?
Correct.
That's very good.
With the shirt.
With a T-shirt. That's really good.
Yes. I got style.
That's right.
S-T-Y. How do I say S-T-Y? Okay. That's that UW education at its finest.
I'm telling you, world class. World class. Keith Kimball, Tim Comer, and Andy O'Brien are your officials as we get set to go. The Wisconsin Badgers and the UCLA Bruins. Are we deep enough into the season where we are used to saying Big Ten opponent UCLA?
I am. It's funny. It's funny. I was just going to say, it's funny you said that because about halfway through the year, I was like, okay, I'm kind of used to this. And then everybody's here and you're looking around, you're seeing UCLA, you're seeing some USC, you're seeing the Oregon, you're like, okay, yeah, you can claim them.
The jolt has been for those West Coast schools, the multiple times making the longer flights out here. Of course, the Badgers were in LA this season to play USC and UCLA. Next year, they'll go to the Pacific Northwest to square off against those programs up there, Washington and Oregon. UCLA back here in the Midwest can open a fare better than the Oregon Ducks did in the first game here this afternoon. Stephen Crow and the Badgers on the floor, traveling Cardinal and the white trim as the number 5 seed. The number 4 seed UCLA Bruins in the home whites and the powder blue trim as we are set to go. Crowd settling in. Good turnout in this afternoon session. And the toss and tap will belong to Wisconsin. Badgers move to our right, and we are underway in Indianapolis. Nolan Winter against Eric Daly. High on the left to feed to Max Klesman off the Crow screen. Hooks to Winter. He'll get it to Tanjay on the left wing. Goes inside. Crow catches. Bilodeau single coverage. Backing his Crow. Left block. Left shoulder turn. A double from Daly. Going up and missing is Stephen Crow inside. Bilodeau the rebound for UCLA.
And Steve's just got to be a little bit stronger there, and it starts with his base. His base got too tight, so he got wobbly.
UCLA moving to our left in the first half. Eric Daly at the top. Throws to Bilodeau. Top of the circle. He'll hand off to Kobe Johnson. He's with John Tanjay. Bounces it into Bilodeau. Turnaround 8-footer in the lane. Back rim and in. Tyler Bilodeau opens up the scoring. 2-0 UCLA. 2-2, 1-3-quarter defensive look from UCLA. Badgers break it. Blackwell left sideline of the front court against Sky Clark. A bounce pass to Crow. Turns to Klesman on the right wing. Max left-hand dribble. Stops. Feeds Winter left of the circle. Nolan darts a pass to Crow. He'll flip to Blackwell with 10 on the shot clock. John Blackwell at the right point. Shot clock at 7. A bounce to Crow. Bilodeau defending. Backing his crowd. The double from Andrews out to Blackwell. 2 to shoot. Blackwell will for 3. Nailed it. John Blackwell gives Wisconsin a 3-2 lead. A minute 15 gone by.
And UCLA defense, they're really coming over and helping. So Wisconsin's got to continue to move that basketball. Make them pay for that help.
Dylan Andrews will throw it to Kobe Johnson, left wing. Feeds Daly. Wraps it right side of the wing for Sky Clark. Now to Bilodeau. He'll try a 3 straight away. Off the rim, no good. Winter the rebound for Wisconsin. And here comes Blackwell up the middle of the front court for the Badgers against Clark. Blackwell on the left wing. Loops at the Crow. Bilodeau overplays. Can't get the steal. Crow goes back left corner for Blackwell. Shovels it to Winter. Rotates to Tanjay on the right side. Tanjay at the right point against Tyler Bilodeau. Shot clock is at 10. Tanjay will throw to Crow. Took a look. Turned it down. Feeds Blackwell 5 to shoot. Whips to Klesmet. Shot fake from 3. Off the left wing. Max throws it up. Off the right side iron. No good. Rebound Bilodeau of UCLA.
He's got to let the first one fly.
2:10 gone by. 3-2 Wisconsin. Kobe Johnson jump stop. Feeds Bilodeau left corner. Got covered up by Tanjay. Bilodeau starting to back on Tanjay. Left of the lane. A toss out to Andrews. Throwing it back into Bilodeau in a 2-man game. Bilodeau out to Andrews. He'll try a 3 on the left side. Good. Dylan Andrews, 32% shooter from distance. Been cold of late. Looked good there. And UCLA leads 5-3. 2.5 minutes into the game. Nolan Winter on the right side. Hands off to Tanjay. He'll try a 3. Right back at you.
Huge to get him going, John. At UCLA, 6 of 7 from 3. 24 points. So good one to see the first one go in.
6-5 Wisconsin. We're 2:50 into the game. Dylan Andrews out high off the high screen from Bilodeau. A bounce into Daly. Baseline right. Fall away jump. Back rim no good. Rebound pulled down by Tanjay of Wisconsin. And here comes the grad transfer up the floor for the Badgers. Feeds Crow. Quick pass Blackwell. Driving against Clark and a foul called on Clark trying to get there. Got there a touch late. And Sky Clark with the game's first foul.
And that's exactly what John Blackwell needed to do on that possession. UCLA was up and has been up into John Blackwell the entire game early on, 3 minutes into this thing. How do you attack the pressure? You go right by him, get at the hip. They're not going to call that a charge. And now all of a sudden they have to release the pressure that they're putting on John.
Clark out. Sebastian Mack is in. The 6'3 sophomore out of Chicago. Jack Janicki is in to replace Max Klesmet. Carter Gilmore subs in for Stephen Crow. Tanjay sideline left. Front court will inbound. He'll toss to Winter. Leaves it for Blackwell. A pass for Gilmore between the arcs. Throwing to Janicki on the right wing. Jack with a pass for Winter. Left of the circle. He'll toss it to Gilmore. Top of the arc. Throws to Blackwell. Tries a 3. Right side. Drilled it again. Blackwell with a couple of triples early on. 9-5 Wisconsin. We're 3.5 minutes in. Dylan Andrews, right of the circle, throws to Daly at the top of the arc. One dribble, scoops it to Kobe Johnson. Baseline left, got cut off by Janicki. Pass knocked away in the lane by Tanjay, ahead to Blackwell. John with a behind-the-back dribble, leaves it for Janicki, a rhythm dribble, and he gets covered up by Tyler Bilodeau. Janicki gives it up to Blackwell as the Badgers go into the half-court offense. Tanjay on the left wing, Mack defending. Tanjay retreats, a pass for Winter, right of the circle. He'll throw it to Carter Gilmore, left of the lane. Now to Tanjay, shot clock at 8. Tanjay retreats, shot clock at 5. Deep 3, Tanjay, good. Nothing but net for Tanjay as the Badgers are on fire early.
What a start. I mean, you couldn't have asked for a better start.
12-5 Wisconsin, 15:48 left in the first half. Badgers 4 of 4 from distance. Dylan Andrews dribbling right wing, left open, mid-range jumper, back iron no. Rebound Nolan Winter for Wisconsin. And now Blackwell, left side of the front court for the Badgers. Blackwell drives to the line, down the lane, pushed it up, well knocked away and well off the mark. Bilodeau the rebound. Here comes UCLA, Sebastian Mack. He was a problem in the game in January. Throwing to Eric Daly on the right side. Back to Mack. He'll try a 3, right of the circle, banked it in. Sebastian Mack going glass from distance, 12-8 Wisconsin.
Good defense by Wisconsin. You can live with that. I mean, that you live with that.
15-10 left in the first half. Jack Janicki outside right. He'll throw it to Gilmore. Rotates to Tanjay. John left wing. Eric Daly picks him up. A pass to Winter. He'll flip to Blackwell on the right side. Swoops off the wing. Ball knocked away. Turnover. There's a lead feed. Dylan Andrews to Eric Daly down the lane. He is fouled by Gilmore. There's UCLA, a very good steals team. They create a ton of turnovers. Gilmore is called for the foul. We have our first media timeout of the game. Today's matchup brought to you in part by Alliant Energy. Visit AlliantEnergy.com to see how Alliant Energy invests in diverse energy solutions for today and the future. And by Cleary Building Corp, built with pride before the shamrock is applied. Explore ClearyBuilding.com today. 14:52 left of the first half. Wisconsin 12, UCLA 8. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
The big game. Family. Friends. We know you count on Alliant Energy to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need, whether you're watching the game, cooking your famous burgers, or leaving a light on for loved ones. For us, it means going beyond the expected to make sure we're planning for the energy you need today and tomorrow. That way you can keep your eye on the ball and focus on what's most important to you. Find out more at AlliantEnergy.com/poweringBeyond.
It's Truck Month with the Ford crew.
Sam, do you know what these trucks have in common?
They're all Ford trucks.
And
they're built Ford tough?
Also true, but specifically they're Ford F-Series trucks, the best-selling trucks in America for 48 years.
48 years? We should celebrate a month-long event.
Sam.
A truckload of value.
Sam.
Across the entire lineup of Ford trucks.
Sam.
That's called Truck Month already, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I knew it.
Based on 1977 to 2024 CY Industry reported total sales.
The 2025 Wisconsin football schedule is here, and you should be too. Season tickets are on sale now, so don't miss your chance to jump around at Camp Randall Stadium this fall. Last year, 6 of 7 home games were sellouts, proof that there's nothing like game day with the Badgers. Secure your spot for marquee matchups against Ohio State, Washington, and Iowa, and enjoy the best value to see Wisconsin football in action. For more information and to get your season tickets, visit uwbadgers.com or call 1-800-GO-BADGERS.
Join the Wisconsin Department of Corrections and make a positive impact on lives across the state. Enjoy an excellent state benefits package and a nationally ranked pension program. The Wisconsin DOC is hiring social workers starting at $30 per hour, providing counseling and programming services, including substance use disorder programming to those in our care. To learn more and to apply, go to wisc.jobs. That's WISC.jobs. American Family Insurance is the official insurance partner of UW Athletics. Visit amfam.com/Badgers all season long for exclusive content, Badger fan sweepstakes, and more. And the unexpected happens every day. When it does, head to Kohl's and Kohl's.com for everything your family needs. Kohl's, where families come first. 12-8, Wisconsin leads UCLA with 14:52 left in the first half.
The one turnover we've seen by John Blackwell, just driving to the paint. The driving lane was there, but they're going to let him play physical. So get to the paint and then look to spray it out for some threes, because the physicality of this game is going to be extremely high.
Dylan Andrews, baseline left will inbound. Kamari McGee on the floor. Gilmore, Crowd, Janicki, and Max Klesmit rounding out the 5 as Andrews looks to throw it inbounds. Gets it into Lazar Stefanovic in for the first time. Baseline left. Throws it out to Daly. He'll try a 3 left wing. Off the rim short. Rebound Carter Gilmore, and he got fouled by Eric Daly. So there's the first foul on Daly. And the second on UCLA, and here comes Adai Mara coming in for Daly. Mara with that career-high performance against Wisconsin in January. 22 points, made all 7 of his shots for the field, and went 8 of 12 of the free throw line. Inbounds pass to Max Klesmit, picked up backcourt by Sebastian Mack, and then Andrews as well. Loops it over the timeline for McGee. Beats Crowell against Mara, backing his Crowell. Right block, shakes, ducks in, pivots again. He'll throw it up over Mara. Danced in for Crowell. Staying with it was Stephen Crowell, and it's 14-8 Wisconsin.
Good patience on the post.
14:22 left in the first half. Stefanovic out between the arcs, chased by Janicki. Now Mara between the circles, swings it to Andrews, inside to, and make that Mack into Andrews, and he gets fouled inside. That was Kamari McGee swatting it away and getting some body as well. First on McGee, and free throws coming up for Dylan Andrews, who doesn't spend a whole lot of time there.
Now what happened is Kamari just lost vision. All of a sudden the back door got screened a little bit, but he was late, and then because he's late, that's where the foul happens.
Andrews averages 7 points a game. First free throw is straight through. 14-9 Wisconsin with 14-12 left in the first half. Andrews, a 6'2 junior out of Gardenia, California. 10 points and 7 assists in that January game against Wisconsin. Misses the second free throw as Janicki gets the rebound. And Jack to the front court of the right side. Feeds Crowell at the top. 14-9 Wisconsin. We're 6 minutes in. Kamari McGee outside left. He'll throw it to Gilmore. Rotates to Klesmer with a shot fake. Baseline right. Max driving. Guns it back out to Crowell. Feeds Janicki. Snaps off a three. Up top. Back rim and out. No good. Hit the back of the rim twice. Mack with a rebound for UCLA. Up the left sideline of the front court. Behind the back dribble. Off the wing. Retreats beyond the three-point line. Feeds Andrews. Sends it back to Mack. He'll flip to Bilodeau. Baseline left. Long two on the way. Off the rim. No good. Rebound tip. Gathered by Stevanovic. Second chance UCLA. But the throw goes away from Dylan Andrews off his hands. And it's an over and back turnover UCLA. As Tanjay and Blackwell will check back in for Janicki and McGee.
Well, offensively for Wisconsin, UCLA is really playing the passing lanes. There will be a backdoor opportunity available when Wisconsin wants to take it. Obviously, that's something you set up a couple of times, let them overplay, and then boom, you go backdoor, and that's where you get an easy layup. But it'll be there for Wisconsin.
Sky Clark back in the lineup for Dylan Andrews. Stephen Crowell with a pass for Tanjay. Right of the circle, slips it into Crowell, goes to the goal, runs it up and in off the window. Crowell with 4, 16-9 Wisconsin. 13-10 left in the first half as Sky Clark will walk it through the center circle of the front court. Blackwell defending. Clark out high around a Bilodeau screen. Clark throwing a Morrow between the arcs. He'll give it up to Bilodeau out high. Blackwell digging in defensively. A pass to Clark. Clark holds and looks, bounces a Mara, backing on Crowell, backing, mid-post right, feeds Sebastian Mack. He'll throw up a three straight away, off the left side iron, no good. Rebound back tapped out the Mack, second chance for UCLA. Mack on the left wing, baseline left, got cut off by Tanjay. Now squeezes between Tanjay and the baseline and threw it up and in. Impressive play. 16-11 Wisconsin. 12:30 left in the first half. Nolan Winter high on the right, throwing to Crowell, rotates Tanjay, open three, left corner, good again. And John Tanjay with 3 3-point hits in the first 8 minutes of the game.
And we know how John's been shooting it the last 6 games. 3 for 3. That's a good thing, Badger fans.
12:08 left in the first half, 19-11 Wisconsin. Sebastian Mack high on the right, Blackwell defending. Bounces to a curling Stefanovic, feeds Mack on the left side. Mack sizes it up. He'll try a three. He'll drain a three. Sebastian Mack with 2 triples. 19-14 Wisconsin. 11:50 left in the first half. I mentioned Mack has been hot. Again, doesn't shoot a ton of threes, but at a good clip of late. Here's Tanjay left open. Step back three. Got it! Count it! And a foul! And John Tanjay is smoking hot here in the first half. And woohoo!
And he's got something to say to Mac on that as well.
Yes, he does. Smoking hot, smoking mad, all fired up. John Tanjay, he'll have a free throw when play continues. We're at the under 12 media timeout. Wisconsin basketball brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells, the best place for grown-up entertainment, games, and fun times. Your odds are better here. 11:40 left of the first half. Wisconsin 22, UCLA 14. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
Hey, Badger fans, you want your family to be warm and comfortable during the brutal Wisconsin winters, right? That's why it's good to know the knowledgeable, friendly dealers at Bryant Heating and Cooling, who will do whatever it takes to keep your furnace running efficiently, no matter what the weather throws at you. Plus, score up to $2,600 in tax credits on qualifying Bryant systems. And ask about local rebates and financing for qualified buyers. Find your dealer at Bryant.com. That's Bryant.com, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics.
Save big money right now at Menards, your lighting headquarters. Find the perfect lighting for your home with new selectable color temperature TrueWave LED bulbs from Sylvania. Simply adjust the color temperature to change the lighting in a snap. Receive $10 instant savings on a qualifying purchase of $40 or more on TrueWave LED bulbs now through March 16th. Plus, don't forget to check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance. Like your first home expansion, or your first big lightning strike. There's a first for everything. Get the right home policy at the right price with the right help from American Families agents. Life's better when you're under American Families roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Badger fans, today's game is brought to you by the official products of Wisconsin Athletics, Brew Pub, Lots of Matzo Pizza, Old Dutch Chips, and Pepsi. And the story of Madison lives in the Wisconsin State Journal. Subscribe today at madison.com/story. John Tange, 4 of 4 from distance. Just hit one from long range. And one, Sebastian Mack was called for the foul. 11:40 left of the first half. Wisconsin 22, UCLA 14.
And I said this during the break. I know we all want this game to end the right way with Wisconsin winning, okay? That being said, if something happens, it doesn't work out. The way that John Tange is shooting the basketball, it's a good thing for March. He needed a game like this. He needed a start like this to build that confidence. Not that he lost the confidence, but we know the way he shot the ball over the last 6 games.
Yeah, he hit a couple yesterday, but over his last 6, 10 out of 39 from the three-point line. 2 of 5 yesterday, so
you can see it started, right?
Yeah.
But as a player, when you start a game like this, your confidence is ultra high. And I think that's the biggest thing, Badger fans, you take away from here, because we've seen when John Tange gets like this, what it does for the other players.
Yep.
Because now all of a sudden UCLA attention, they are going in. Hello, where is number 9?
Yeah.
Where is it? We can't lose him. We can't lose him. We can't lose him.
Well, they're going to find him now. And, as you mentioned, he had a little something to say to Sebastian Mack. These teams had a little something to say to each other back in January. So here we go again. Longtime rivals, Wisconsin and UCLA, apparently.
Very long time. It goes all the way back to
January.
I was just going to say.
Even in the handshake line, there was a slight dust-up. Tange with a free throw. It rattles through. It's a 4-point play and a 9-point lead for Wisconsin.
And this is how the game started in L.A. as well.
Yep.
And it was Wisconsin in control until there was a flagrant foul, which was a very questionable flagrant foul called at the end of the half.
Here's Sky Clark, dribbles in the lane. Fadeaway jumper, good for Clark, his first points. 23-16 Wisconsin. And the three-quarter look continues defensively from UCLA. Klesman dribbles across the line of the right side. Got double-teamed. He's in trouble. Gets out of the double-team with a throw to Nolan Winter. He'll toss to Blackwell. 11-10 left in the half. 23-16 Wisconsin. Winter high on the right against a Adai Mora. Now Tange off the right wing. Out to Xavier Amos. He'll try a three. He'll hit a three. Xavier Amos joins the party. 26-16 Wisconsin.
Know your role. What has X been doing? Hey, space the floor. That's what you do.
The Badgers are 7 of 8 from the three-point line so far. Here's Clark driving in the lane. Shots knocked away. Adai Mora is there low on the left. Missed the chip shot. Rebound. Amos and Clark get tied up. Arrow to UCLA. It's good work by X in there.
I was thinking the same thing. X, way to get dirty a little bit. Put your face in there. It's all right.
That's what they are looking for out of him. Very good athlete. Can shoot the three. Can make the highlight plays. But something about
get dirty
Wisconsin.
A little bit. I mean, you have
absolutely.
to. It's what you have to do.
Inbounding will be Sky Clark. Kamari McGee back in for Blackwell, by the way. Inbounds pass to Kobe Johnson. He'll throw it to Mack against Max Klesman. Bounce pass Daly. He's with Amos. Daly, baseline left. Powers it up over everything. No good. Adai Mora reaching up for the rebound. Knocked away out of bounds. You had Winter and McGee down there. And again, Adai Mora, 7'3", 240-pounders, sophomore. He gets the inbounds pass against Winter. Hands it off to Clark of the right wing. He gets it to Sebastian Mack. He'll drive it down the lane, scoops it up, missed, but a foul. And that's what Mack will do. Straight line drives. Klesman called for the foul, his first.
Yeah, but when you look at what and the way Wisconsin's guarded so far, they've been physical. They've been into UCLA. UCLA started that on their end defensively, getting into Wisconsin. Oh, what did Wisconsin? They responded. They increased their physicality, knowing that the game is called that way where they can increase the physicality.
Mack with 8 points so far, 74% free throw shooter, and nothing but net with the first free throw. Jack Janicki will come in for Klesman. 10:26 left in the first half, 26-17, Wisconsin. And Sebastian Mack already with 9 points, getting ready for his second free throw, and that is straight through. 8-point lead for the Badgers. Kamari McGee going to weave through the pressure. Gets out of the double team. A pass to Janicki. Front court to the right side. He'll give it up to Winter. Top of the circle. Feeds Amos. Being crowded by Kobe Johnson, who is a terrific defender. Here's Tanjay. Baseline right against Eric Daly. Darting to back. Tanjay backing. Feeds Nolan Winter down the lane. Flipped it up and in with the right hand. Winter from Tanjay, 28-18, Wisconsin.
This is the Wisconsin team we've seen for the majority of the year.
That's right.
Right. I mean, it really is.
10 minutes left in the first half. Clark right of the circle, hands off to Johnson. Loops a pass top of the circle to Daly. Rotates to Mack of the left wing. Matched up with Jack Janicki. Going to Adai Mora at the top. Now it's Clark right of the circle. Clark dribbling off the wing, in the lane, jump stop, fades, flips from 8 feet away, back rim, no good, rebound. Winter was there, boxed out Mara. Mara called for the foul over the back. That'll be his first.
I'm going to tell you right now, we've talked about, but X has come into this game defensively. That last possession, he was great. He was great. Forced a very, very tough shot, which then led to the rebound because UCLA missed it. Right now, the minutes that X has given this Badger team has been fantastic.
Blackwell back in. Tanjay sits down. Here's Kamari McGee in the backcourt. Almost lost his balance. Weaving through traffic. Darts a pass to Winter in the front court. Now here's Amos. Open three. Left of the circle. It's spun out. No good. Bilodeau the rebound for UCLA. 9:20 left in the half. 28-18 Wisconsin. Sebastian Mack. Right of the lane. Mack barreling in. Muscles it up over Janicki, and he'll score it. And he had a little something to say, did Mack. 28-20 Wisconsin, 9:07 left in the half. Xavier Amos throwing to Janicki on the right wing. Mack defending. Janicki will bring it out high, throws to Winter left of the circle. Winter with a pass for Amos, refeeds Winter, rotates McGee left side. Kamari. Bounce pass intended for Winter, and it's stolen away by Eric Daly. Turnover Wisconsin. UCLA gets 8 steals a game on average. Daly drives the lane to the rim. Knocked away by Amos. He comes up with it, taps to Janicki, and another terrific play by Xavier Amos. Here's Janicki throwing to Amos left of the circle. A pass for McGee on the left side. 8:30 left in the half. Badgers up 28-20. Blackwell off the right wing. Whistle, offensive foul. Blackwell with that free arm pushing off. Pretty easy call there. That's the first on John Blackwell. Carter Gilmore will come in for Xavier Amos. Crowell replacing Winter.
Now, it was an offensive foul, yes. Good. It was. That being said, there's a lot of contact prior to that, and that's why John needed to. We've seen John extend a lot. That wasn't that big of an extension. There was contact before that.
Sebastian Mack dribbles off the left wing in the lane, up right hand, back rim, tipped away, no good. The rebound at Gilmore for Wisconsin. Here comes McGee, jogging at left sideline of the front court. Now drives off the wing to the rim, layup, no, but a foul. Boy, a burst off the left wing from Kamari McGee, and he'll go to the free throw line. The foul is on Kobe Johnson.
That layup is all because of John Blackwell. John Blackwell runs the lane extremely hard. He sees Kamari's on the wing. John then circles all the way to the opposite corner, which then drags that defender with him because he's going corner. And it was the wide open lane, all because John decided he was going to run, realized he needed to get out because Kamari had the advantage. I'm watching John the entire time with his eyes. He realized Kamari has that quickness to get there. He gets out, and it's wide open.
McGee hits the first free throw. Dylan Andrews checks back in for Sebastian Mack. Mack with 12 points in this first half. John Tanjay has 13 to pace Wisconsin. Second free throw for McGee is good. Kamari hits them both. 30-20 Wisconsin with 8:05 left in the half. Dylan Andrews will walk it across half court for UCLA. Jack Janicki defending, a feed to Tyler Bilodeau, top of the circle. Bilodeau, a couple of dribbles to his left, hands off to Clark. He's with McGee. Clark, left wing. Kills the dribble, gives it up to Bilodeau, left of the circle. Bilodeau against Stephen Crowell, left of the lane, now starting to back, turns, fades, fires, mid-post left, in and out, no good. Blackwell the rebound for Wisconsin. And here comes John Blackwell to the front court, fans out to the left side, feeds Carter Gilmore, top of the circle. Throws it back to Blackwell high on the left, around a Gilmore screen, feeding Crowell, tosses to Janicki. Janicki dribbles top of the arc, now to Gilmore, deep three, left side. That's an air ball. Blackwell trying to save, but ran out of room. It goes out of bounds to UCLA as we'll have the under-8 media timeout. Menards is a proud sponsor of Wisconsin Athletics and reminds everyone to save big money on all your home improvement needs at Menards. We'll step away. 7:24 left in the first half. Wisconsin 30, UCLA 20. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
Hey, so what's a great way to spread awareness that driving high is illegal everywhere? A catchy song, of course.
You can run, but you can't drive high. You can run, but you can't drive high.
Friendly reminder, don't drive high. If you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
when the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
This is your captain. We are going to be experiencing some slight turbulence. Please fasten your... Oh, hold on. Just got a video of my cat.
Imagine the pilot of an airplane was as confident as you are texting and driving. Seems kind of crazy when you put it like that.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Comes to a gun suicide attempt, all it takes is a moment.
Heather and I had an argument just like any other couple. I was lost. I had snapped. I had a gun and I was going to take my own life. Heather helped me realize that there was still a life to live for the better of myself, my family. My weapon is now safely put away.
A moment of crisis can happen to anyone. Store your guns, locked, unloaded, and away from ammo. Hear more safe stories at endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by Brady and the Ad Council.
U.S. Bank is a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Together, there's nothing as powerful as the power of us. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Wisconsin basketball also brought to you by Sports Medicine, the healthcare team for the Badgers, and proud sponsors of UW Athletics. 7:24 left in the first half. Wisconsin 30, UCLA 20. The Badgers are 10 of 16 for the field and 7 of 10 from the three-point line.
Now 70% from three is going to happen the rest of the game. So what I look at more than anything, I've been so impressed on the defensive end.
Yes.
I think that, to me, they've locked down. They've handled their assignments one-on-one. They've guarded as five. They've done all of that, and they've secured the rebound. Yeah, I understand, when you look at offensive rebounds, UCLA was 6 of them, but it hasn't been like they've got crushed as far as second-chance points go.
And Xavier Amos has really given this team.
He did give a great shot in the arm. There's no question.
He's out right now. The Badgers have Crowell, Tanjay, Gilmore, Blackwell, and Klesman. Kobe Johnson, Sky Clark, Tyler Bilodeau, Dylan Andrews, Eric Daly, the 5 of the floor for UCLA.
It was X's physicality,
yes,
which we really haven't seen a whole lot this year.
Daly hands off to Clark at the top of the circle. Blackwell defending, a throw to Andrews. He's with Klesman high on the left. Bilodeau sets the screen. Andrews whips to Daly. Snaps off a 3 left side. Back iron no good. Klesman the rebound for Wisconsin. 1 and out for UCLA. As Klesman to the front court. Darts a pass to Crowell. Rotates Tanjay. Tanjay on the left wing. Throws it into Crowell. Left of the lane. Crowell against Tyler Bilodeau. Stevie backing. Left block. The double from Daly. Darts it out to Tanjay. Feeds Gilmore. Rotates Blackwell. Now to Max. Snaps off a 3 right corner. Book it.
That was going to be good. Why? Because that thing was a thing of beauty with the ball movement. I mean, that touched everybody's hands on the court.
33-20 Wisconsin. And a timeout taken by UCLA with 6 minutes and 36 seconds left in the first half, and a 30-second timeout taken by the Bruins as the Badgers now lead 33-20.
Matt, that last possession, clip it, show it to every kid in the state of Wisconsin as far as this is what team basketball looks like. Big Steve with the ball in the post. He passes it out. 1 pass, 2 pass, 3 pass, wide open corner. The ball moves faster when you're passing it than with the dribble. That ball did not hit the floor that entire possession. Big Steve dribbles it down. Boom. Kick it out. Swing that thing all the way to the deep corner. And that's the way. There's energy in the ball. I know I sound weird. Trust me, if you've listened, you know I'm weird. But there's energy in the ball. And when you move it like that, that thing is attracted to that rim. And you're going to hear the snap of the net.
It was a thing of beauty. It really was. And Klesmit splashing that triple for his first points of the game. Sebastian Mack back in there for UCLA. He has 12 points in this first half. He has been the one spark the Bruins have had so far.
I mean, plays like that are what gets me excited.
Oh, yeah.
Because it shows
I
that
can tell.
As a unit, they're attached. Like they're playing together on everything.
Here's Kobe Johnson, left of the circle, dribbles to the free throw line, feeds Daly. Looking to go inside, does to Bilodeau. He'll catch baseline left, starting to back on Tanjay. Darts it out. Kobe Johnson tries a 3, hits a 3 from the top. Kobe Johnson with a triple. 33-23 Wisconsin. Klesmit gets by Mack. Long pass Tanjay. Fakes the 3, drives off the left wing. Jump stop in the paint. Gets out of the double team. Now Blackwell for 3, right of the circle. It's off the rim, no good. Kobe Johnson the rebound for UCLA. 6 minutes left of the half, 10-point lead Wisconsin. Sebastian Mack steps into a 3 right side. Bangs off the rim, no good. It'll go out of bounds to Wisconsin. Badgers dodged one there as Mack was wide open.
They did dodge one, but there could have been an offensive foul there. When you look at what Daly did, as Wisconsin was trying to get out, it looked like there was a little bit of a hook there.
5:50 left in the first half, 33-23 Wisconsin. Blackwell to the front court against Sky Clark. High on the right, left-hand toss to Crowell. Crowell left of the circle, boy, he getting bumped around. Gives off to Carter Gilmore. Now Blackwell behind the back. Brings it back out right wing, feeds Gilmore, turns to Crowell, now to Tanjay on the left side. Tanjay into Crowell, out to Gilly, open 3, left of the circle, no good. He cannot find the range in recent games. UCLA the rebound. Here's Kobe Johnson outside left. Goes into Eric Daly, snaps it away from Gilmore. Daly just under the 3-point line. Left of the lane as he backs it. Oh, he ran into Gilmore. Offensive foul is called on Eric Daly. And that was a pretty good shot to the chest that Carter Gilmore took, and Daly gets his second foul, the team's 6th.
And Gilly just slow motion fell down on that, and I think that's why he got the charge, because it was slow motion, and it was a charge. I mean, it was strong to the chest, but we haven't seen that called a whole lot. So because of that, the slow motion forced that. Now they're making X change his undershirt.
I think everything is squared away.
They're trying, but he's got tape on the shoulder. That's what they're saying. That's why I'm wearing the shirt.
Yep. And everything is squared away. Even Greg Garber's going, what's the deal here? 5:12 left in the first half. 33-23 Wisconsin. Amos throwing to Klesmit outside left. Max off the left wing in the lane. Out to Crowell. Open 3 right of the circle. Got it. Stephen Crowell with a triple. And it's 36-23 Wisconsin with 4:55 left in the half. The Badgers are 9 of 14 from long range. Kobe Johnson feeds a die Mara back of the floor for UCLA. Now Mack, he'll try a 3 left of the circle. Back rim no good. Mara the offensive rebound. Mid post left, back to the basket, feeds Bilodeau, left corner. He'll try a 3. No good. Rebound Tanjay for the Badgers. Wisconsin up 13 with 4.5 minutes left in the first half. Tanjay outside left, throws to X, snaps off for 3. Yes, sir! Xavier Amos with 6. 39-23 Wisconsin. 4:20 left in the first half. Here's Clark off the Mara screen, feeds Mack left of the lane, up top to Clark, loops it to Mara, mid-post right, and a reach-in foul called on Stephen Crowell. That'll be his first and the team's 5th.
I said it early about X, but he's engaged. Defensively, he's engaged. Like that to me is why he's making shots, is he's brought the intensity on the defensive end, and when you're that dialed in, it translates to the other end.
Dylan Andrews, baseline right, will inbound. Andrews throws it out to Clark, picked up by Kamari McGee. Now Mara backing on Crowell, right block, turns baseline up and in with the right hand. First points for Adai Mara, 39-25 Wisconsin. 4 minutes left in the first half. Klesmit front court being crowded by Dylan Andrews. Klesmit with a throw to Crowell, left of the circle, darts to McGee, left corner, dribbles to the wing, kicks it to Amos. Here comes X, right lane line, knocked away from Amos, and it went off of X and over the glass. A turnover for the Badgers, and we have the under 4 media timeout. Fans, don't miss your chance to preview the 2025 Badger football season and meet the team at the Wisconsin Football Spring Showcase presented by UW Credit Union. It's set for Saturday, April 19th at Camp Randall Stadium. For all your ticket info, visit uwbadgers.com. 3:47 left in the first half. Wisconsin 39, UCLA 25. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
An elegant, intimate experience in fine dining is right here at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. The Copper Oak Steakhouse and Lounge features choice cuts of Angus beef and fresh seafood prepared to perfection over an open flame grill. Complemented by an extensive selection of fine wines and signature martinis. A passion for detail in exceptional dining. The Copper Oak Steakhouse and Lounge at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Open Thursday through Sunday. Call and make your reservations today.
Wisconsin is known for some pretty great things, like football, food, and family. At Jones Dairy Farm, we're proud to be a Wisconsin company, one that's been family-owned and operated in Fort Atkinson. Our all-natural breakfast sausage, dry-aged bacon, naturally smoked ham, Canadian bacon, and Braunschweiger have all been making Wisconsin breakfast better since 1889. And that Wisconsin pride is why Jones is a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Go Badgers!
The big game. Family. Friends. We know you count on Alliant Energy to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need, whether you're watching the game, cooking your famous burgers, or leaving a light on for loved ones. For us, it means going beyond the expected to make sure we're planning for the energy you need today and tomorrow. That way you can keep your eye on the ball and focus on what's most important to you. Find out more at alliantenergy.com/poweringbeyond.
Badger fans, the Wisconsin Pork Association encourages you to enjoy pork while supporting our Badgers all year long. Visit WPPA.org for recipes and information. The Badgers are rather warm from the three-point line. 10 of 15 from distance in this first half. 3:47 remaining in the first half. Wisconsin 39, UCLA 25.
UCLA is a team that guards. They're going to give you open looks because they're going to take care of the paint, but they still do a pretty good job of closing out the shooters. They only allow 33% from three. But talking with Coach Randall this morning, one of the things that he mentioned was we're going to get good looks based on the way UCLA wants to guard. Well, I would say they're having good looks, too. It's not just that they're 10 of 15. The looks that they're making, a lot of them are wide open. Both of X's threes wide open. Now, John Tonje hit one from, the Indianapolis, the Motor Speedway.
Yes.
Right? Like he hit one from there. Okay, you'll give that one. But a lot of them have been good looks.
Badgers.
And I've learned left turns, not right turns.
Yeah, right turns are not good.
Bad. Left turns, good. So
don't want a right turn.
I was really watching some film last night on the Indy 500 so I could get that down and do that correctly today.
Well, that's you. You're very diligent.
I like to think so.
It's a lot better on your car if you turn left there as opposed to right. Badgers guilty of their fourth turnover before that media timeout.
There's a wall.
Sources
There's a
tell
wall
me that.
if you turn right. I just had to watch more film.
Yeah, you and the wall. You're the visiting team. Here's Dylan Andrews throwing to Adai Mara, left of the circle. Mara holds it off his hip, beats Clark. Clark shuffling left of the lane. He'll flip to Kobe Johnson. He'll step back, took a look at a long two, instead throws to Dylan Andrews. Back to Johnson between the arcs. Sends it to Clark, left wing, 8 of the shot clock. Sky Clark, baseline left, backing on McGee. Now it's Mara with a shot fake, 5 to shoot. Mara, a dig from McGee, helping out Crowell. Tapped it out of bounds. UCLA keeps it 3.7 to shoot.
We have a great angle right now. Anytime that UCLA brings a ball anywhere, there are red jerseys, all over the place.
Dylan Andrews gets it to Mara. Back to Andrews. Left side fade away is short. Mara, the rebound back up. No good. Puts it back up and in. Daimara using that 7-3 frame, and that helped him out in a big way. 39-27 Wisconsin. 3:07 left in the first half. Jack Janicki front court on the right side. Kills the dribble, throws to Crowell, left of the wheel. Stevie, a pass for Xavier Amos. Gets it to Janicki, quick pass Crowell, left of the circle. Crowell against a Daimara, bounces to McGee. Baseline left, hooks to Crowell, 3 in the air left side, good again! Stephen Crowell, another triple. 42-27 Wisconsin, 2:42 left in the half. Dylan Andrews on the right side. Janicki defending. Crowell hedging. A throw to Mara. Right of the key. Flips it to Kobe Johnson. Left corner. 3 on the way. Off the rim. No. Tipped Mara. Gathered by Janicki.
And X was right in the lap of Mara there.
Here comes X. Throwing to Kamari. Left corner 3. Got it!
You knew it was going in.
Another corner 3 from Kamari McGee.
You just knew it was going. The ball has energy.
45-27 Wisconsin with 2:10 left in the first half. Sky Clark, high screen from Mara. A throw to Mara, top of the circle. Daimara loops it into Clark, low in the left, and he'll finish. Big to the small for the bucket. 45-29 Wisconsin. Minute 55 left of the break. Hitting the brakes is McGee, throwing to Crowell. Feeds Janicki on the left wing. Eric Daly defending. Jack with a pass for Xavier Amos between the circles. Amos pass deflected, but Tanjay is there against Kobe Johnson. Good matchup here. Tanjay out the crowd, 9 to shoot. In the left corner is McGee, and he got fouled trying to get out of the corner to the wing. Got hip checked. And the foul is called. I think it's Mara who got him.
I think, yeah, absolutely.
It'll be the second on a Daimara. And Mick Cronin none too pleased at that call. That is team foul number 7, so a 1-and-1 coming up. Badgers subbing. They got Klesman in there, Gilmore, Windsor, and Kamari McGee, as well as Tanjay. McGee is at the line for a 1-and-1.
Badgers have taken 6 shots that have not been from 3.
Yeah.
But I guess when you're shooting 12 of 17, that's not a bad thing.
No, not bad at all. Front into the 1-and-1 is good for Kamari McGee. 12 of 17 from 3. I mean, 3 out of 6 from 2 is okay. But,
absolutely.
Second free throw for McGee. Left it short. Mara the rebound. 46-29 Wisconsin. A minute 35 left in the half. Dylan Andrews, right side front court against Max Klesman. Now picked up by Tanjay. Andrews whips it to Sebastian Mack. Rotates Kobe Johnson left wing. Back out to Mack. Finds Andrews high on the right. Loops to Mara. He's with Nolan Windsor. A Daimara on the right wing starting to back. 8 to shoot. Mara backing turns baseline. Got fouled by Nolan Windsor. That'll be team foul number 6 and the first personal on Windsor with a minute 16 left in the half.
And if I recall correctly, the last game in UCLA, Wisconsin had 10 made threes in that first half as well.
Yeah, and ended up with 15 out of 30.
Yeah, correct. Yep. So, I mean, even though, I know, but UCLA is going to give you shots, but this reminds me a lot of that first half. Finish this 116 correct.
Dylan Andrews, baseline right. Nobody available. They'll have to burn their second timeout of the half with a minute 16 left in it. 46-29, Wisconsin leading UCLA as Cronin will send Trent Perry into the game, 6'4 freshman, McDonald's All-American out of West Covina, California.
I have a hard time remembering things, so I just wanted to double check that. But I'm like, to me, this is a very similar to that game in January. Now, it's a little bit bigger of a lead Wisconsin has right now, but it came down to that flagrant foul that changed it. You've lived that once. It was a weird play, weird call that goes against Wisconsin. That being said, dial in and finish this 116 the right way. Defensively, they've been loaded in. There has been red jerseys every single time there has been a drive. There's been a couple small breakdowns, but overall, defensively, really good performance. I know everyone's going to talk about the three-point line right now as they've made so many of them, but I just – defensively is where I'm impressed.
William Kyle, the 6'9 junior in the lineup for UCLA. He had that big block on John Blackwell late in the first game. Trent Perry, baseline right, will inbound. Looking, throws to Clark. Clark dribbles off the right wing in the lane, whips to Kobe Johnson left wing. Johnson in the paint. Pirouettes into Kyle, low on the left. Turns right shoulder, up, missed, but he was fouled. And Kyle will go to the free throw line as Nolan Windsor has picked up 2 fouls in short order. 1:07 left in the half. 46-29 Wisconsin. And William Kyle, who is just 11 of 30 this season at the free throw line. Bellevue, Nebraska, 6'9" junior. First free throw is on the way, and it is off the rim and out, no good. As Crowell will come in for Winter. By the way, Mara on the bench. He had picked up that second foul a moment ago. The lead still at 17 for Wisconsin. Kyle missing the first free throw. And the second is off the rim, no good. Rebound, John Tonje. Here's Tonje up the floor for the Badgers. Throwing to Crowell, high on the right. Back to Tonje as Clark defends. Now Carter Gilmore high on the left. Bounces to Blackwell, left side against Mack. 15 to shoot. Crowell, outside right. Darts a pass to Gilmore. UCLA aggressive defensively. Shot clock at 7. Here's Max for 3, right of the circle. That's short. Rebound, Blackwell low on the right, and he gets the putback. Boy, that shot from Klesmit just grazed the front iron, and Blackwell was there for the easy money putback. 19-point lead, Wisconsin. 30 seconds left in the half. Clark a 3. Rims out, no good. Tonje the rebound. They can take the final shot of the half. 20 seconds left in the half. 48-29 Wisconsin. As John Blackwell sets the floor. Down to 13 seconds left in the half. 1-4 flat. Blackwell standing dribble at the center circle. Mack defending. 7 seconds left. Here's Blackwell. Steps up. 3 on the way. Short, no good. Perry the rebound with 2. With 1. Half-court heave. Over the glass, and the first half has come to an end. And what a first half it was for the Wisconsin Badgers.
They've done everything right. Offensively, they're making shots. Defensively, they're locked in, and what they're doing right now, again, they're in a great spot. They've been in a great spot against Oregon. Like, there's times. Now you just go in, you regroup, you listen to what, the small adjustments that have to happen. But there's not a lot of adjustments, Matt, that need to happen right now. They just need to come out with the intensity and start that second half.
We are at halftime in Indianapolis, this Big Ten quarterfinal matchup. Wisconsin 48, UCLA 29. We're back with a halftime report presented by Culver's. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
You say you never give in to a meltdown and never fill your feed with kid photos. You say you'd never put a pacifier in your mouth to clean it and never let them run wild through the grocery store. So when you say you'd never let them get into a car without you there, no, it can happen. 1 in 4 hot car deaths happen when a kid gets into an unlocked car and can't get out. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Badgers 16 of 26 from the floor, 12 of 19 from the arc. Halftime in Indianapolis, Wisconsin 48, UCLA 29. John Tonje with 13 points, Stephen Crowell with 10, Sebastian Mack with 12 to lead the way for the Bruins. At the break, Badgers 48, Bruins 29. Coming up, our halftime conversation presented by American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
At U.S. Bank, when they say they're in it with you, they mean it. Not just for the good stuff, the grand openings and celebrations, although those are pretty great, but for all the hard work it took to get there, the fine-tuning of goals, the managing of cash and workflows, and decision-making. They're in to help you through all of it, because together they're proving day in and day out that there is nothing as powerful as the power of us. Visit usbank.com to get started today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, copyright 2024, U.S. Bank.
Hey Badger fans, Tony Drake with Drake & Associates, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. How do you prepare for the big game? You strategize, right? Well, retirement is your ultimate big game. And without a solid plan, it's like stepping onto the court without practice. But here's the game changer. Claim your retirement-ready toolkit for free from Drake & Associates. Just text Bucky to 262-600-2782. That's Bucky to 262-600-2782. Our retirement-ready roadmap is your playbook for financial success. Let's slam dunk your retirement goals together, because at Drake & Associates, we're your winning strategy for a financial game plan.
Drake & Associates is an independent investment advisory firm that offers different investment vehicles. All insurance products are backed by the issuing insurance company. This commercial is provided for informational purposes only.
Looking for a fan favorite at your tailgate? Pork has you covered. Not only is it nutritious and delicious, but pork's got that flavor that your family expects. Firing up the grill? Try chops, brats, and ribs. Making appetizers or finger foods? Add bacon, ground, or shredded pork. Visit WPPA.org for recipe inspiration and to learn where you can source local pork. Wisconsin Pork Association is proud to support the Badgers and our farmers all year round, and you should too. Brought to you by Wisconsin's Pig Farmers.
In Wisconsin's Supreme Court election, your family's safety is on the line. Just ask retired Wisconsin police officer Mike Walter.
As a police officer trying to put away violent criminals, you deal with two kinds of prosecutors. Guys like Brad Schimmel, who gave big plea deals to rapists, domestic abusers, and even a man caught with child pornography. And someone like Susan Crawford, who made sure rapists, murderers, and abusers were behind bars, so victims could get justice.
That's Susan Crawford, the former prosecutor who took violent criminals off our streets, and the judge who kept them in jail. Take it from a cop.
When I walk in a courtroom, I want Judge Susan Crawford, and now we need her on the Supreme Court.
The truth is, extreme Brad Schimmel won't keep Wisconsin families safe. We need Susan Crawford, the common sense judge. Paid for by Susan Crawford for Wisconsin. CrawfordForWI.com.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Wisconsin. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Time now for our halftime conversation. Butchie, we've talked a fair amount through the years about the tournament, and if you're playing 2, 3, 4 games in as many days. Take us through the process of just staying as fresh as you possibly can. Now, in your case, it was a max of 3. That was it, but that's still 3 games, 3 days. How do you go about keeping the legs as fresh as you possibly can?
It starts with the mental approach, I think, and for the guys, they know it. They've been through it. I think Schneid's has done a fantastic job of making sure that they're right. They've had tough stretches. I think that's also why the beginning of the season, doing the tournaments that they do, some of them are back-to-back, some of them there's a day in between, but it's the mentality of they've already been through this a little bit. They've been through a tournament play, not as big and not the stage isn't as bright, but it gives you an example of kind of what to go through. And then, you're getting up to your hotel room after the game, you're watching the other games on TV, so mentally you're in that tournament mode. But a lot of it is just knowing, okay, I've iced, I've done what, now it's all between the ears. Yeah. It's all between the ears. You get ready, get yourself ready. And when you wake up the next morning, you're ready to play. That's one of the advantages these guys have right now as far as playing the morning slots.
Yeah. Those afternoon games better than sitting around all day waiting for the 10:30 tip Eastern time. We'll take a break. More of our halftime conversation presented by American Family Insurance. Coming up, this is Badger Basketball from Learfield.
The big game. Family. Friends. We know you count on Alliant Energy to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need, whether you're watching the game, cooking your famous burgers, or leaving a light on for loved ones. For us, it means going beyond the expected to make sure we're planning for the energy you need today and tomorrow. That way you can keep your eye on the ball and focus on what's most important to you. Find out more at AlliantEnergy.com/poweringBeyond.
We believe in education. We believe in public schools. At WEA Member Benefits, we believe in helping Wisconsin public school employees and their families achieve their financial goals by providing personal insurance, retirement and investment, and financial planning programs that are designed specifically for the education community. WEAbenefits.com. That's WEAbenefits.com. WEA Member Benefits is a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics.
Are you seeking a better career? Rail Transport offers truck drivers a variety of driving jobs earning top wages. No CDL? No problem. Get paid to get your CDL with Rail's on-the-job paid training program. We're also seeking top talent for driver and customer support positions. To see all the career opportunities at Rail and how you can take home more and be home more, visit rail.jobs. That's rail.jobs. Rail Transport is a proud sponsor of the Badgers.
I'm Sawyer, and I'm Shannon. Together, we're Twin Stunts, the only twin motorcycle freestyle show in the world. We are born and raised in Wisconsin, so we want all our fellow cheeseheads to know that even though we clutch it up, hit 12, and drift in our show, we would never do it on the open road. And there's another thing we would never do on the road. Drive drunk. Drive sober or get pulled over. Together, we can save lives. Learn more at zeroinwisconsin.gov. Wisconsin DOT.
We continue with our halftime conversation. Butchie, we've talked a lot about what is there to gain in terms of seed line location and all of the in-the-weeds components of these tournaments. On the walk from the hotel to the arena, there's a lot of fans that they've had this on the calendar for a long time. This is a big deal for fans across the Big Ten.
Yeah, because they know when it is.
Yeah.
You don't know where your team's going to be in March as far as March Madness, but you know where the Big Ten tournament is, and it's a great environment. The Big Ten does a fantastic job of doing it. I've got a couple of people that I know that every year this is circled. They come down, they're a part of it, whether Wisconsin wins, loses, it doesn't matter. They're there all the way until Sunday. And I think that's what this conference has done a great job of creating a great site. Now I think Indianapolis helps because this is a great city for it, but even Chicago, and it's obviously it'll be in Chicago next year, Indianapolis the year following, and then Las Vegas. I don't know about Las Vegas. But got a funny feeling a lot of people will travel to that one too. But the support, as a player, I always loved how much support we had when Badger fans came down because they traveled well, they supported us, and it really did give us a boost in a lot of these games.
I'll just go out on a limb and say Billy Schmidt has already made reservations for Vegas in the Big Ten tournament in a few years. That is our halftime conversation. We'll take a look at some of the first half stats presented by Ho Chunk Gaming. Coming up next, this is Badger basketball from Learfield.
Are you seeking a better career? Rail Transport offers truck drivers a variety of driving jobs earning top wages. No CDL? No problem. Get paid to get your CDL with Rail's on-the-job paid training program. We're also seeking top talent for driver and customer support positions. To see all the career opportunities at Rail and how you can take home more and be home more, visit rail.jobs. That's rail.jobs. Rail Transport is a proud sponsor of the Badgers.
Let's have brats for dinner.
Whoa, maybe not.
Hi, this is Fritz Usinger. Your home freezer can begin to suck moisture and flavor out of improperly packaged food products within a matter of days. That's why at Usinger's, we flash freeze our brats and then vacuum seal them to lock in flavor and seal out air. Just put them in your freezer, and when you're ready for a Usinger brat, drop the package in a bowl of water, and in 15 minutes, they're ready to grill. Remember, if it has the ELF on the label, you've got quality on your table.
When it comes to women's sports, there's no place like UW. Our women set the standard for elite performance, from the volleyball court to the hockey rink. Every set, spike, and score pushes the boundaries of what's possible. UW Health mirrors this dedication to greatness. Our extraordinary team of doctors combines revolutionary research with compassionate care, setting the benchmark for healthcare across the country. So for the best care and the best athletics, it's easy. UW all the way. UW Health. Remarkable.
It's Truck Month with the Ford crew.
Sam, do you know what these trucks have in common?
They're all Ford trucks.
And
they're built Ford tough?
Also true, but specifically they're Ford F-Series trucks, the best-selling trucks in America for 48 years.
48 years? We should celebrate a month-long event.
Sam.
A truckload of value.
Sam.
Across the entire lineup of Ford trucks.
Sam.
That's called Truck Month already, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I knew it.
Based on 1977 and 2024 CY Industry reported total sales.
Let's check out some of the first half stats brought to you by Ho-Chunk Gaming as Wisconsin leads UCLA at the half 48-29. The Badgers 16 of 26 from the field, 12 of 19 from 3, 4 of 5 from the three-point line. Points per possession for Wisconsin, 1.6. For those unfamiliar with that stat, that's really good.
Yes.
UCLA 11 of 34 for the field, 32%, 4 of 14 from deep, 3 of 6 from the foul line. UCLA a +4 on the glass. Second chance points 6-2 in favor of UCLA. Points off turnovers 8-2 in favor of Wisconsin. 16 buckets, 12 assists for Wisconsin, just 4 turnovers, 7 dimes and 3 turnovers for UCLA. Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison and Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells, proud casino partners of UW Athletics. At the half, Wisconsin 48, UCLA 29. This is the halftime report brought to you by Culver's. The second half is up next. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
I'm a pretty great multitasker. I can wash dishes and do laundry. I can roller skate while walking my dog. I can even order lunch while doing my homework. But I can't use my phone while driving. A distracted driver is one of the leading causes of death in the United States. So when it comes to driving, please, don't be a multitasker.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
All right, son. Time to put out this campfire.
Dad, we learned about this in school.
Oh, did you now? Okay. What's first?
Smokey Bear said to.
First drown it with a bucket of water, then stir it with a shovel.
Wow, you sound just like him.
Then he said,
If it's still warm, then do it again.
Where can I learn all this?
It's all on SmokeyBear.com with other wildfire prevention tips, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
We get ready for the second half of this Big Ten Tournament Quarterfinal game. Wisconsin 48, UCLA 29. Obvious, the Badgers have been ridiculously hot. But, Brian, you've mentioned this throughout the first half. The defensive work, UCLA just 32% for the field, 4-14 from 3. You figure they're going to go all out here, and particularly to start this half, try to get back into the game. But the defensive work has been really good for the Badgers.
I mean, that's been the difference maker. Yes, we'll talk threes, 12 threes. That's what everyone around the building's talking about. But to me, with the basketball eyes, look at it and say, defensively what you've done, you've plugged gaps, you've played together as 5. And I really thought, and it's crazy how this game works, but X comes into the game, brings physicality, which, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but it's not like he's known for the physicality. We have enough of a data, right?
Yeah.
But man, did he bring the physicality? And when you see a player do that doesn't necessarily always do that, you look at, all right, I got to go. I got to match that. I got to match that.
Well, they always say, you hear it a lot of basketball too, Brian, if you're struggling offensively, sooner or later it affects you at the other end. Conversely, when you're red hot like this, a better effect on the other end of the floor too, right?
Yes, absolutely. And it was the start. The way that they shot the ball to start. You had John Tonje drill a 3. You had John Blackwell drill a 3. You had John make a 3 and get fouled and start talking to Mac a little bit. And that gets the juices going. Everyone knows they got to be dialed in.
We get ready for the second half. The Badgers will have the first possession. We'll move to our left. Trent Perry will start the second half for UCLA. William Kyle as well. So Mick Cronin mixing some things up as the Badgers have the basketball. Second half underway as Wisconsin moves to our left. John Blackwell throwing to Steven Crow, top of the circle. Feeds Nolan Winter. He'll toss to Tonje on the left side. Picked up by Perry. A pass for Crow inside to Nolan Winter, and he got tied up. You had Sky Clark in there. You had William Kyle in there. Foul called. It's on Sky Clark, and that'll be his second, first of the half on UCLA. Blackwell, baseline left to inbound. Looking, and they get it into Winter. Bobbles it. It's loose. A scramble inside, and UCLA will come up with it. Trent Perry does. Turnover, Wisconsin. Bruins moving to our right. Here's Sebastian Mack barreling down the lane. Flipped it up over Crow. Missed, but a foul on Stevie inside. That's going to be his second, so quick fouls both sides in the opening 25 seconds of the second half.
And with this starting five for UCLA right now, it looks like Mick Cronin is just trying to get guys that are going to play hard.
Yep.
I mean, it really does. It's that simple right now. So if you're Wisconsin, match the energy.
Well, you figure Sebastian Mack's going to be doing a lot of driving here in the second half. He hits the first free throw. 48-30 Wisconsin. We're 25 seconds into the second half. Mack had 12 points in the first half, and he misses the second free throw. Rebound knocked out of bounds, and it'll say last touch by Wisconsin. Kobe Johnson kept it alive and then tapped it off, I guess, of Nolan Winter. Okay. He sure did.
Absolutely
Good
great
play.
call.
Sky Clark, baseline left, inbounds to Mack, left corner three is well short. Rebound, Nolan Winter, and then Kobe Johnson.
Now they're going to review this.
Kobe Johnson reached in on Nolan Winter, and as Butchie said, they're going to take a look at this on the monitor as Mick Cronin with his
there's a foul
head in his hands.
Yeah, I mean, there's a foul there. And now, because of that, we're going to review this, and this is where I do get a little frustrated.
I mean,
he hit his shoulder. There's nothing there. This shouldn't be reviewed. During live play, you could tell it was a shoulder.
Well, he he's on top of him too. So I mean, Winter it's already secured the rebound.
Can the replay be over? Let's go.
Yeah, this should take about 2 more seconds. 2, 1.
Should be done.
Yeah.
No, it won't be, but it should be.
Yeah, Nolan with that elbow got it in the upper arm. And Kobe Johnson was draped on him too. Very good defensive player. He was all Pac-12 last year, defensive team, the all defensive team of the Big Ten this year. Of course, the younger brother of Jalen.
And I know they've got to go through the protocol of having all the officials look at it. But he hit the shoulder live. There's nothing to review.
Joe Kravinoff looking across.
But Joe's looking at it the same way I'm looking at it.
Looking across at Terry Weimer over to our right. So come on, man.
But he's not wrong.
No, he's not.
And I don't mean that.
Terry is he oversees the officials. Great guy. Was a really good official in his day.
Very good.
Yep. So the conference continues, and I think they're going to say, let's play basketball.
We have a common foul on 0 white, and we have a dead ball contact technical foul on 31 green.
Wow. So they get a dead ball technical? They're on Nolan Winter. Okay. Greg Gard wants an explanation. We're 30 seconds of game time into the second half. We're actually about 3 minutes into it. Yeah, that's... Whew. So here we go. It's 48-30, Wisconsin.
And now watch the game. Because of this, the game's now going to be called tighter, and we're going to have it
So Nolan Winter with the dead ball technical. And that's important because he has 3 fouls, and Trent Perry will be shooting the technicals. The foul on Kobe Johnson, by the way, is his second. As Perry hits the first free throw for his first point of the game. Doesn't get to the line often, but he's good when he does. He's 38 of 45 now this season. 48-31, Wisconsin. Second free throw for Perry is good. So the first 3 points of the second half belong to UCLA, all at the foul line.
And now you have to handle it, right? In general, now play. It's UCLA ball as well. So you look at all of that, and Nolan Winter's out of the game, and now you got a guard.
Carter Gilmore is in. Perry, baseline left, gets it inbounds to Kobe Johnson. Sizes up Carter Gilmore. Whips a pass to Perry, right of the lane. Takes it above the three-point line. Gives it up to Sky Clark. Clark against Blackwell. A screen from Kyle. Clark, right of the key. Stops. Throws it back out to Mack. To the line. In the lane. Throws it up. Got fouled. And Sebastian Mack will go to the free throw line. And this is the recipe to get back into the game if you're UCLA. If you're not hitting your shots, just keep driving it and get to the foul line. And that's what Sebastian Mack will do. Mack in this game is 3 of 4 at the line. We're still in the opening minute of the second half.
Well, that's the thing. Like, there's been, you look at this, there's 45 seconds that have gone, 44 seconds that have gone off.
Mm-hmm. First free throw is good for Mack. 48-33 Wisconsin. Second free throw for Mack, who has 14 points in the game, make it 15. So UCLA chopping away at that deficit at the free throw line. Inbounds pass to Klesman, picked up backcourt by Perry. 48-34 Wisconsin. Perry really into Max right now, and there's the foul. Boy, he was really riding him, Trent Perry was. This might take most of the rest of your Friday afternoon.
It's going to, and as soon as the review happened, it was going to happen.
Yep. 52 seconds gone by second half. 48-34 Wisconsin. Tanjay, sideline right front court, will inbound. Tanjay looking, loops at the Crowell against Kyle. Crowell backing, right of the lane, still backing, right block, turns up, missed badly. Kobe Johnson the rebound for UCLA, ahead to Sky Clark. Clark pushing, left of the lane, goes to the goal, layup, no good. Rebound, William Kyle, slam dunk, it counts, and a foul. And here comes UCLA. It is pulled to within 12.
And you knew they were going to come. And with the 5 that was out there, their main thing you could tell was it's about energy. So far, they've created their 7 points off of energy.
And that's third foul on Stephen Crowell. So William Kyle 0 for 2 at the foul line. Unorthodox technique. He shoots it from the chest, and he will miss this. Tanjay the rebound. 48-36 Wisconsin. UCLA with the first 7 points of the second half. Here's Tanjay outside right. Crowd the high screen to throw to Gilmore between the circles. He'll leave it for Klesman. Max outside left against Johnson. Max off the left wing, darts to Blackwell against Sebastian Mack. He gets fouled by Mack. That's 2 on Sebastian Mack.
We might be in the bonus at the under 12.
You might be right.
There's already 4 fouls both ways.
Might be in the bonus for the under 16.
Absolutely. And that being said, there are fouls right now. There is.
Amos in, Crowell out. Inbounds pass to Gilmore against Kobe Johnson. Above the three-point line right side. Now Amos between the arcs. X had 6 first half points. Angles a pass to Klesman. He'll catch right of the lane. Backing on Perry. Right block. One pump. Pivots up. Blocked by Kyle. Amos is there. Back to Blackwell for 3. Got it! Count it! And a foul! Oh, big-time 4-point opportunity here for the Badgers. As Blackwell knocks down a triple on the second chance.
And where did that second chance come from?
Our guy.
It's been a day for X. I mean, just an effort play. Small plays matter when you know your role and you just come in and do it.
Free throw around the rim and in for Blackwell. The foul is on Kobe Johnson. 52-36 Wisconsin. A minute 50 gone by second half. Clark with a handoff to Perry. Quick pass, Sebastian Mack. Mack against Gilmore, right of the lane. Stops, goes up left hand. Good off the glass. Mack makes it a 14-point lead for Wisconsin. 52-38. 2:06 gone second half. Amos driving on Kyle, right of the lane. Inside feed, Klesman out to Gilmore. Feeds Blackwell. Step back, left corner, can't get loose. Pass bobbled, gathered by Gilmore. 12 to shoot. Amos out high. Whips to Klesman. Sizes up Kyle. Klesman right wing. Jab step. 3 on the way. Missed it way too long. The rebound goes off of Perry. And I thought it was off of UCLA.
It is off UCLA, but what they were talking about there, Matt, was did it go off the rim at all?
I don't think so. Nope.
And I don't think it clipped any part of the rim. So you got 4.2 on the clock.
Kobe Johnson out. Eric Daly in. 2.5 minutes into the second half. 52-38. Wisconsin leads UCLA. Blackwell baseline left. Inbounds to Gilmore. He couldn't handle it. Left corner. It's off his hand and out of bounds. Turnover number 7 for the Badgers. 17:31 remaining. 52-38 Wisconsin. Here's Sky Clark up the floor. He'll leave it for Sebastian Mack as Klesman will dig in defensively. Mack left sideline in front of the UCLA bench. He'll throw to Perry, right of the circle. He'll try a three. Off the rim, no good. Rebound battled for. It's knocked out of bounds. First Amos, then Daly. And there's Xavier Amos again making a play. It'll be Wisconsin ball.
Now, he should have boxed out so he didn't have to make a play, but he made a play.
Inbounds pass to Blackwell, picked up backcourt by Mack. Blackwell breaks the mid-stripe on the right side. 14-point lead, Wisconsin. Not quite 3 minutes gone, second half. Blackwell right wing whistle, blocking foul called on Mack. Either or. Cronin looking for the offensive foul, didn't get it. And that's big. That's 3 fouls on Sebastian Mack.
It's... Make sure if you had dinner reservations to cancel those. I'm just going to... Now, they said cylinder, so even though John pushed off there, the call initially there was cylinder, so after there was an offensive foul. Prior to that, there was cylinder. That's why the foul was. And I actually think it was the correct call based on the cylinder call.
McGee in for Klesman, Winter in for Gilmore. Inbounds pass Amos, throws it back to Tanjay. John between the arcs. 3 minutes gone, second half. Tanjay right of the lane, fades, flips, hits. John Tanjay with 15. 54-38 Wisconsin, 16:50 remaining. Sky Clark to the front court for UCLA. Angles off to the left side against Kamari McGee. Clark backing. Left of the lane, still backing, throws it out to Mack to the free throw line. In the lane, floater, right hand, too hard, no good. Winter the rebound for Wisconsin. Outlet to Blackwell, right sideline, front court comes the sophomore. He'll give it up to Winter, left of the circle. Quick toss, McGee, left wing. Flips to Xavier Amos. He'll send to Tanjay on the right side. Tanjay, he'll snap off a three. Book it! John Tanjay with his 5th triple of the day. Have mercy.
I don't even know if the ball was in his hand when he shot it.
57-38 Wisconsin. About 4 minutes gone, second half. Mack high pass. Nice grab by Perry outside left. He'll flip to Daly. He'll try a three left side. That's off the rim, no good. Winter clears for Wisconsin. And Blackwell up the floor. Left side front court for Wisconsin. John spin move in the lane. He got fouled by Trent Perry. 2 on Perry, and we've got a break in the action in Indianapolis as the Badgers with an answer to an early UCLA run here in the second half. The Wisconsin Department of Transportation reminds you to always drive sober. Zero in Wisconsin. Together we can save lives. Learn more at zeroinwisconsin.gov. Before we throw to a commercial break, let's first pause 10 seconds for station identification. 10 for an ID. This is Badger basketball from Learfield. Now we're ready for a commercial break. We'll step away. 15:49 left in the first half. Wisconsin in the second half, beg your pardon. Wisconsin 57, UCLA 38. This is Badger basketball from Learfield. Join the Wisconsin Department of Corrections and make a positive impact on lives across the state. Enjoy an excellent state benefits package and a nationally ranked pension program. The Wisconsin DOC is currently hiring correctional officers with a starting pay of over $33 per hour, plus scheduled increases and plenty of advancement opportunities. Plus, hourly rates increase for those hired for medium and maximum security positions. To learn more and apply, go to wisc.jobs. That's WISC.jobs.
The 2025 Wisconsin football schedule is here, and you should be too. Season tickets are on sale now, so don't miss your chance to jump around at Camp Randall Stadium this fall. Last year, 6 of 7 home games were sellouts, proof that there's nothing like game day with the Badgers. Secure your spot for marquee matchups against Ohio State, Washington, and Iowa, and enjoy the best value to see Wisconsin football in action. For more information and to get your season tickets, visit UWBadgers.com or call 1-800-GO-BADGERS.
It's Truck Month with the Ford Crew.
Sam, do you know what these trucks have in common?
They're all Ford trucks.
And
they're built Ford tough?
Also true, but specifically they're Ford F-Series trucks, the best-selling trucks in America for 48 years.
48 years? We should celebrate a month-long event.
Sam.
A truckload of value.
Sam.
Across the entire lineup of Ford trucks.
Sam.
That's called Truck Month already, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I knew it.
Based on 1977 to 2024 CY Industry Reported total sales.
Join the Wisconsin Department of Corrections and make a positive impact on lives across the state. Enjoy an excellent state benefits package and a nationally ranked pension program. The Wisconsin DOC is hiring probation and parole agents with a starting pay of $22 per hour plus scheduled increases, a Monday through Friday schedule, and advancement opportunities. To learn more and to apply, go to wisc.jobs. That's WISC.jobs.
With more than 1,300 slot machines and a 95% average payout, Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison is your hometown big win. Make your next night out a winning one at Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison. 15:49 remaining in Indianapolis, Wisconsin. 57, UCLA 38. The Badgers pushing back after UCLA was carving away at that 19-point halftime deficit. Got it to within 12. And then the Badgers with an answer. John Blackwell will be stepping to the free throw line for 2 shots. Lead back to 19 for the Badgers. First free throw for Blackwell is short. Blackwell better than 81% at the free throw line. He has 12 points so far today.
And more than anything, they weathered the storm. Right? Because you knew UCLA was going to come out. They had a new starting 5 out there. They were attacking. You weathered it.
Got Tyler Bilodeau in there as Blackwell hits the second free throw. A 20-point lead now for Wisconsin. Mack outside left against Blackwell. High screen Kyle throwing to Perry on the left side. Swoops off the left wing in the lane up over Tanjay. Missed it too hard, no good. Rebound battled for, gathered by Nolan Winter. And here comes Wisconsin. Blackwell running up the floor, right side of the front court. High pass left corner. McGee feeds Tanjay. Finds the gap off the left wing in the lane. Reverse layup is good for John Tanjay, who is pitching a perfect game here today. He has not missed.
And that shot was not easy.
You're right about that. He's making everything look easy. Badgers up 22. Here's William Kyle, right block, turns into a double, feeds Perry. Floater in the lane is good for Trent Perry. And it's 60-40 Wisconsin. 5:05 gone second half. Blackwell up the floor in a hurry as UCLA races back. Amos rotates to Tanjay on the left wing. Tanjay against Sebastian Mack. Tanjay off the left wing, hits the brakes, turns it back out to Winter, feeding McGee right corner. Kamari starts to probe, steps back, mid-range baseline jumper as well, short, and a whistle, and a foul is called a double foul. Let's sort it all out here.
Have I told you how much of a non-fan I am of the double foul call?
Kind of the cop-out, isn't it?
I've never, as a player, I hated it. Because there was either one, it was either on me or another player.
Yeah, Keith Kimball is the official who called it. We have 14:38 remaining, 60-40. Wisconsin leads UCLA, and we're going to have another.
Now we're going to review it
because why not? I was actually screened there, so we'll take a look at the replay for you here. So they get the double foul on Sky Clark and John Tanjay. It's the first foul on Tanjay, the third on Clark.
Now, it was bad offense possession. Kamari took a mid-range 2 that just wasn't a good shot at all. But John was doing a great job of coming to the front of the rim to cut. Once the shot went up, now he's in the rebounding position. And Sky Clark was getting into him there. This is a hook and hold by Sky Clark.
Yeah, it sure is.
I don't know where the double foul is.
Good point.
I don't see why that's a foul on John Tanjay at all. It's a hook and hold. Yes, this is going to be a flagrant Sky Clark. It's very obvious. But I don't know where the foul is on John Tanjay.
I'm right there with you looking at the replay, and we say many times we're not wearing the Badger goggles when we
I'm probably the toughest on him, to be honest.
Yeah, we'll say when we believe Wisconsin got a good whistle. This one, I mean, Sky Clark.
And this is the definition of hook and hold.
Well wrapped there.
But I don't know where the foul is on John. I don't know where the double is. This is the definition of a hook and hold.
So at the moment, you got the double foul. First foul on Tanjay, third on Sky Clark. Checking for the flagrant here.
Yeah, it's.
And they just say double foul. They don't call a hook and hold. Wow. I'm at a loss. All right. We have 14:38 remaining.
Definition of a hook and hold.
He's got him hooked with both arms. I mean, wow. Okay. All right, you play on with the Badgers up by 20. Jack Janicki on the floor for Wisconsin now. UCLA, because of a double foul, nobody shoots, obviously.
Yeah.
UCLA with 8 fouls, Wisconsin with 5, and we have 14 and a half minutes remaining. Here's Sky Clark, top of the circle against Xavier Amos, throwing to Mack high on the left. He'll send it out to Kyle, rotates to Clark, fakes the three, feeds Johnson, takes the three, right corner and hits it. Kobe Johnson, his second triple, and it's 60-43 Wisconsin with 14:17 remaining. McGee throwing to Crowell, right of the lane against Tyler Bilodeau, out to Amos, top of the circle, whips to McGee, left wing. Kamari will throw to Crowell up top, sends to Janicki against Johnson, high on the right. Now Amos for three, left of the circle, too long, no good. Back the rebound for UCLA. 14 minutes to play, Badgers up 17. Mack off the Bilodeau screen, rocking the dribble. Mack right lane line, pushed it up, missed it. Rebound, Bilodeau up, no. Rebound, Bilodeau again. Low on the left, takes it left of the lane. A reset for UCLA. Skip past Johnson to Mack, open three on the right side. Off the back rim, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Wisconsin.
And now because of the reviews, and it's part of the game, but Wisconsin needs to now bring and find that energy again. They need to recreate it because they were rolling. Double foul is called, slows them down a little bit. They need to find it again.
Lesman and Gilmore in. Blackwell and Amos out. Clark baseline left will inbound for UCLA. They go into Kobe Johnson. Baseline left. Scoots in. Shot blocked from behind by Janicki. And there to recover is Klesman. Here's Jack up the floor on the right side. Kyle cuts him off of the right wing. A throw to Klesman. Loops to Crowell between the circles. Bounce past McGee. High on the left. 13:25 remaining. 60-43. Wisconsin leads UCLA. Klesman high on the right. A hedge on the screen. A hard one from Bilodeau. Klesman left of the lane. Pivots lane line. Leans in. Up right hand. Up no. Rebound tipped up and in by Carter Gilmore.
I would say the block by Janicki and the offensive rebound by Gilmore, that would bring some energy.
Yes, sir. 62-43 Wisconsin. 13 minutes remaining. Johnson high on the left. Throws to Bilodeau. Left of the lane. Backs on Klesman. Backing. Mid-post left, darts Kobe Johnson, low on the right, two pumps, runs it back out to Sebastian Mack with 8 to shoot. Mack, inside feed to Kyle, and he gets fouled by Janicki. That'll be team foul number 6 on Wisconsin. The first personal on Janicki as Adai Mara will come back in for UCLA.
And Jack doesn't need to reach there.
No.
He got out of position because he reached, and then all of a sudden he's trailing it, and that's where the foul comes.
Mara in for Bilodeau. Clark baseline left, inbounds. Kobe Johnson left corner. Takes it out to the wing. Throwing to Mara, right elbow. Mara leaves it for Sky Clark. Throws it back to Mara, loops it in. William Kyle low on the left. He flies to the rim and sends it down. 62-45 Wisconsin with 12 and a half minutes remaining. Carter Gilmore front court. Gilmore out between the arcs. He'll throw it to Crowell, right of the circle. Flips to Klesman, outside right. Sends to Gilmore. Rotates to Janicki on the left wing. Whips it to Crowell, right of the wheel. Crowell against Adai Mara. Hands off to McGee with Kobe Johnson defending. McGee hooks it out to Crowell. Open three, right side. Nailed it. Steven Crowell, another triple. He has 3 of them today. 65-45 Wisconsin, 12 minutes to play. Clark off the Kyle screen. Clark again off the screen. He'll try a 3 straight away. Straight through for Sky Clark. He has 7. 65-48 Wisconsin, 11:50 remaining. Here's McGee up the floor against Clark to the front court. Here's it for Crowell. Quick toss to Klesman, high on the right. Max left-hand dribble out to Gilmore. Took a look, instead throws to Jack Janicki, who got fouled by Kobe Johnson. That's going to be 4 on Johnson as we have the under-12 immediate timeout. A 17-point lead here for Wisconsin. Horsepower to amplify your willpower. Capability to kickstart your courage. They're standard in built Ford Tough Ford trucks and adventure-ready Ford SUVs. Visit your Wisconsin Ford store today. 11:38 remaining. Wisconsin 65, UCLA 48. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
Need reliable waste and recycling services? Choose LRS. Driven by service and dedicated to sustainability, we're your partner in efficient waste management. Need more? We also offer convenient dumpster rentals and clean portable restrooms for any event or project. Trust LRS for all your waste needs. Visit lrsrecycles.com to sign up for service. That's lrsrecycles.com.
Join the Wisconsin Department of Corrections and make a positive impact on lives across the state. Enjoy an excellent state benefits package and a nationally ranked pension program. The Wisconsin DOC is seeking to hire licensed psychologists and other mental health clinicians looking for a rewarding career providing vital mental health services to those in our care. To learn more and to apply, go to wisc.jobs. That's WISC.jobs.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that American Family Insurance agents can help build a customized renter's policy so you can protect stuff like this, or this, or even this. Well, case in point. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
The 2025 Wisconsin football schedule is here, and you should be too. Season tickets are on sale now, so don't miss your chance to jump around at Camp Randall Stadium this fall. Last year, 6 of 7 home games were sellouts, proof that there's nothing like game day with the Badgers. Secure your spot for marquee matchups against Ohio State, Washington, and Iowa, and enjoy the best value to see Wisconsin football in action. For more information and to get your season tickets, visit ewbadgers.com or call 1-800-GO-BADGERS.
Wisconsin basketball brought to you in part by Rail Transport, offering exceptional transportation services, truck driving jobs, CDL training, and so much more across Wisconsin. Learn more at rail.jobs. 11 minutes, 38 seconds remaining in this Big Ten quarterfinal game. Wisconsin 65, UCLA 48.
And just the way that they've been able to handle the storms in the second half. First half, the storylines were how they shot the ball from 3 and how they guarded. Right now, the second half, almost 9 minutes into it, it's been 2 storms where they've had 2 reviews. The physicality, all that's changed, and they've had to manufacture kind of that energy again 2 separate times, which by no means is easy to do. The second time, it was a block by Jack Janicki and an offensive rebound by Carter Gilmore. And it just shows the depth of this team, that everybody knows what they're trying to do and everyone's helping in different ways. The energy, created in the first half was, by Axe and what he's been able to do.
UCLA in kind of short order on the game clock turned a 19-point halftime deficit to a 12-point deficit, but the Badgers have kicked it back out. It's 65-48 with Jack Janicki at the free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1. He is 3 of 6 at the foul line this season. And the front end is too hard, no good. Adai Mora, the rebound. 11:35 to play, 17-point lead for Wisconsin. Dylan Andrews to the front court for the Bruins. High screen from Mara. Andrews against Janicki, using the Mara screen again. He'll throw up a 3 and he'll drain it. A triple for Dylan Andrews, and Adai Mara is down on the floor and is shaken up. Watching the flight of the ball, as Vic Cronin is going to ask for another review, probably.
As we're looking at that defensively there, Jack Janicki needs to go over the screen. He went underneath the screen, he got buried, and that's why that 3 was drilled. And we probably will review this again.
Mara favoring his left leg. He just turned it. Look like he just turned his ankle, rolled his left foot there. So
what are we reviewing?
I really have no idea what they would be reviewing here. As Lazar Stefanovic is ready to come back in. UCLA is back within 14, by the way, as we have yet another stoppage.
This should be a timeout. This should be our media timeout as well.
Yep, that's what it's going to be. So, yep. All right, we'll go ahead. And, Greg Gargoyle wants to deal. The chairs are out. And no, they're not going to do the... Actually, we just had that, so we're.
Well, we just had the okay. All right,
we're good.
Then,
we're good. We have 11:21.
Because they mentioned the both officials like we need a media, and that's why I'm looking at the other officials saying, okay, well if they're saying media, but if we just had the under 12,
massive confusion going on. In the meantime, UCLA trying to get back in this thing. It's 65-51 Wisconsin. 11:21 remaining. UCLA will apply full court pressure. Gilmore shuffles left, flips it into Kamari McGee. Dylan Andrews on him. UCLA with 9 fouls. The next one has the Badgers in the double bonus. Kamari gets it across half court. Takes it out to the left side, throwing to Crowell against Kyle. Will feed Klesman on the right side. Max, left-hand toss to Gilmore, throws it back to Klesman. Max dribbling to the right corner, knocked away and out of bounds. Badgers keep it with 9 to shoot, 11 minutes to play. 65-51 Wisconsin. John Blackwell, sideline rights, will inbound with Sky Clark at his face and get it into Crowell. Crowell hands it back to Blackwell. And a 3 in the air for Blackwell. He's short. Rebound. Crowell right block. And a whistle inside.
Foul, I think.
They might. They're going to get Steve for the foul. They're going to review that. Apparently. Yeah, the foul on Crowell is his 4th. I mean, again, this should take like 3 seconds here. I don't think there's any contact above the shoulders. Clark went back. The contact looked to be below the shoulders.
And it's not.
As we have a whole lot of over-officiating going on here. We have 10:53 remaining. 65-51 Wisconsin. Of importance, though, is the 4th foul on Stephen Crowell.
That's the important thing. You're right. Because I would agree. I have no problem with the offensive foul.
Yeah. Well, this is
now the 3rd review within 10 minutes of game time.
A complaint about this sport is what's going on right now. At least this one was quick. So it is a play on. Nolan Winter is in. Crowell sits down. UCLA down 14. There's a whole lot of time left as the Bruins have mucked this up and has a chance to get back in the fight.
And with all the reviews, what it's turned into is it's been choppy.
Yeah.
So, again, Wisconsin needs to manufacture some of that energy. They've done a really good job this entire game of having to do that. They've done it now about 4 different times. But they're going to have to make a play. They're going to have to, find a way to manufacture some more.
Bringing it up the floor is Sebastian Mack. He has 17 points today. High screen Kyle. Mack driving on Klesman. Right lane line. Offensive foul as Klesman took the hit. Mack is called for the foul. His 4th. And it's Mick Cronin's turn to be upset again. Press is on. 10:43 remaining. Inbounds pass Gilmore. He'll toss to Klesman. And now UCLA releases the pressure. Klesman uncontested across the mid-stripe on the left side. Kills the dribble, throws to Winter, feeds Gilmore between the circles. Stefanovic defending Gilly. Now Winter rotates left wing for Blackwell. John will throw it to Gilmore. Sends it back to Blackwell off the Winter screen. 10 to shoot. A throw to Winter left of the circle. Winter darts it out center circle for Klesman. Max with 4 to shoot. Klesman driving up right hand with a floater off the left side iron. No good. Rebound tipped into the hands of Sky Clark. He'll push. Feed Sebastian Mack off the right wing. Now to Andrews. He'll try a 3 on the right side. Bangs off the rim. No good. Winter the rebound for Wisconsin with 10 minutes to play. 65-51 the Badgers. Blackwell throwing to Winter between the arcs. He'll feed McGee right wing. Kamari throws to Winter. The floater right of the lane. No good. Rebound tip gathered by Sky Clark of UCLA. Tanjay ready to check back in for Wisconsin. Here's Clark right of the circle. Throwing to Kyle. Feeds Clark. Open look. 3 shot straight away. Rattles out. Rebound Nolan Winter. The Badgers get a break there. 9:35 remaining. 14-point lead for Wisconsin. Winter throwing to Blackwell. Baseline left. Rise on Clark. Reverse layup is good. Blackwell gives Wisconsin a 16-point lead.
He's so good at the rip and go, and that's exactly what that was there.
67-51 Wisconsin. 9:15 remaining. Dylan Andrews high on the rights. Left-hand toss to Max. Slips it into Kyle in the lane. Goes up. Rolls off. No, but a foul. Nolan Winter with a look of disbelief. That's his fourth. 9:09 remaining, 67-51, Wisconsin.
Seemed a little late on that call, that's all. I mean, whether there's contact or not, I think that's why you look at kind of Nolan with the disbelief. Mm-hmm. Or maybe that's why I have disbelief.
Wait. William Kyle, who is 0 of 4 at the foul line. He shoots 2, and the first is good. Tanjay and Amos will come in. Winter and Klesmet will come out. Perry and Johnson back in for UCLA. Stefanovic and Mack will sit down. 9:09 remaining, 67-52 Wisconsin. William Kyle made the first free throw. Takes a look at the second one, and that's in and out, no good. Tanjay the rebound. Here's Blackwell up the right side for Wisconsin. Blackwell with 15 points today. Amos throwing to McGee on the left side. Kamari gives it to Gilmore. High on the right. He'll toss to Amos. Sending to Blackwell left wing. Blackwell, a couple of right-hand dribbles. Gives it up to Gilmore. Refeeds Blackwell. 10 on the shot clock. Blackwell a screen from Amos. Blackwell snaps off a three. Nailed it. Knew it when he flipped it. 70-52 Wisconsin with 8:40 remaining. Dylan Andrews high on the left against Kamari McGee. Feeds Kobe Johnson. Dribbles to the right wing. Gets it to Sky Clark, top of the circle, off the Kyle screen. Clark against Gilmore. Even for Dylan Andrews. Picked up by Xavier Amos. Now Clark fakes the three. Loops it inside for Kyle. He'll catch low on the left. Ball's knocked away, and a foul is called. Carter Gilmore, John Blackwell, both going, huh? Contact made. They'll get Gilly. That's his second. We have 8:20 remaining, 70-52 Wisconsin. Both teams are in the bonus. And William Kyle back at the free throw line. Where he is split a moment ago. This is a 1-and-1, and he makes the first. He earns the bonus. A man who grew up a track athlete, a high jumper, the 400-meter run, the 800 meters, moved to basketball full-time 5 years ago. Second free throw for Kyle, and that's short. Tanjay the rebound. 70-53 Wisconsin with 8:15 remaining. Tanjay to the front court. John with 20 points today. McGee on the left wing. Kamari swoops off the wing, goes through the lane, gives it to Blackwell, right wing. Shot clock at 13. Blackwell sizes up Trent Perry. Retreats on the dribble, 8 to shoot. Blackwell feeds Amos. Good look at a three. Left side. Back rim, no good. Rebound, Carter Gilmore. Out to McGee. Now Blackwell feeds Tanjay. Wide open three. Measures it. Takes it. Makes it. Of course he did. It's that kind of day for John Tanjay and the Wisconsin Badgers.
Now, when you give up offensive rebounds or you go get offensive rebounds, that's when you're going to get a good three, and that's exactly what happened.
73-53, Wisconsin, 7.5 minutes to play. Andrews right lane, like driving up, knocked away from behind. That was X who got it. Here comes Blackwell up the middle front court. Throws it out to McGee, left corner, drives baseline, to the rim, layup good for Kamari McGee. It's a 22-point lead for Wisconsin. 7:15 remaining. Clark high on the right off the Kyle screen. Clark right of the lane. But cut off, hands it out to the right wing. McGee defends. A throw to Andrews between the circles. Andrews against Blackwell. They spread the floor. Now Perry left side. Perry shovels it into Kyle. Left of the lane. Gilmore defending. Kyle backing. Left block. Throws it out to Johnson. He'll try a three right side. Bangs off the rim. No good. Offensive rebound. Kyle. Throws it inside to Clark, low on the right, takes it left, floats it out left side. Andrews for three. Over everything. Blackwell the rebound. Up the floor comes John. Badgers have numbers. 3-on-2. Fans it out to McGee. Left wing three. Got it! Kamari McGee, another triple. 78-53 Wisconsin. 6.5 minutes remaining.
This thing, I mean, they just keep answering.
Andrews throwing to Clark. Left corner three. Nope. Rebound Tanjay. The Badgers are 18 of 29 from the three-point line. Here's Blackwell for three. Not this time. Rebound. Blackwell runs it down. Throwing to Amos. They get the timeout first as Blackwell doing everything, including getting a floor burn as his teammates trying to help him up and having a little trouble doing it. Now he's good. Lost his shoe, but none the worse for wear. We'll take a break. 6 minutes, 10 seconds remaining. Wisconsin 78, UCLA 53. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
Hey, Badger fans, you want your family to be warm and comfortable during the brutal Wisconsin winters, right? That's why it's good to know the knowledgeable, friendly dealers at Bryant Heating and Cooling, who will do whatever it takes to keep your furnace running efficiently, no matter what the weather throws at you. Plus, score up to $2,600 in tax credits on qualifying Bryant systems, and ask about local rebates and financing for qualified buyers. Find your dealer at Bryant.com. That's Bryant.com, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics.
Wisconsin is known for some pretty great things, like football, food, and family. At Jones Dairy Farm, we're proud to be a Wisconsin company, one that's been family-owned and operated in Fort Atkinson. Our all-natural breakfast sausage, dry-aged bacon, naturally smoked ham, Canadian bacon, and Braunschweiger have all been making Wisconsin breakfast better since 1889. And that Wisconsin pride is why Jones is a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Go Badgers!
An elegant, intimate experience in fine dining is right here at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. The Copper Oak Steakhouse and Lounge features choice cuts of Angus beef and fresh seafood prepared to perfection over an open flame grill, complemented by an extensive selection of fine wines and signature martinis. A passion for detail in exceptional dining. The Copper Oak Steakhouse and Lounge at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Open Thursday through Sunday. Call and make your reservations today.
For comprehensive coverage of college basketball, tune in to SiriusXM Big Ten Radio Channel 372 in the car and on the all-new SiriusXM app. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/Big Ten Radio 2025. The Badgers are 18 of 30 from the three-point line. Big Ten tournament record is 19 makes. That was for the Iowa Hawkeyes 3 years ago against Northwestern. The Badgers hit 16 threes against Maryland.
Last year.
Yeah.
You were there.
You were talking about getting dirty. I mean, Xavier Amos a little bloody.
I'm telling you.
Got the fight doctor, got it, working on it, got the cut man.
I mean,
he is into it today.
The kid's been into it today is right. And I don't know whatever reason, but watching the game, we've watched all the games. We've talked all the games. We've had a very good seat for all the games. Today, as soon as X got in the game, within about one play, I said, the kid's in he's in a different mode right now.
Yeah, he is.
And it's carried through this entire game. But since he checked into this game today, he's been in a different mode, and it's really been it's been fun. And I know Greg and staff, they're trying to tap into that because X has all the skills. Now getting the nose dirty, getting in there, making those little plays, that's how you get more minutes.
6 minutes, 10 seconds to play. Wisconsin 78, UCLA 53. Adai Mara back in the lineup for UCLA. Mentioned that great game he had against Wisconsin. They still measure his minutes. He plays about 12 minutes a game. It's still learning. He was an electric factory against Wisconsin back in January. Pretty much anybody in a Wisconsin uniform today is an electric factory. Kamari McGee will inbound baseline right with Mara on him. Here's the quick hitter. Tanjay low on the left. He lays it up and in. 80-53. Wisconsin with 6 minutes to play. Kobe Johnson, left wing for the Bruins. Now Dylan Andrews high on the left. Feeds Mara. Top of the arc. Matched up with Gilmore. Bad pass. And it goes through everybody. And they'll say it was touched by Tanjay, I believe. And John's going, huh?
Went right through my legs.
Tried to sell it. William Kyle will come in for Adai Mara as we will have another timeout on the floor. So chairs are out. 5 minutes, 44 seconds.
I'm not commenting. I got it wrong last time.
Yeah, I'm not. Shouldn't be, but apparently so. The timeout was taken. There we go. 5:54 remaining. Wisconsin 80, UCLA 53. Back in a moment. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
Why is life better with American Family Insurance? Because every policy comes with something very special. A trusted agent who's there to help protect your dreams by finding the right coverage at the right price. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
I'm Sawyer. And I'm Shannon. Together, we're Twin Stunts, the only twin motorcycle freestyle show in the world. We are born and raised in Wisconsin, so we want all our fellow cheeseheads to know that even though we clutch it up, hit 12, and drift in our show, we would never do it on the open road. And there's another thing we would never do on the road. Drive drunk. Drive sober. Or get pulled over. Together, we can save lives. Learn more at zeroinwisconsin.gov. Wisconsin DOT.
It's Truck Month with the Ford Crew.
Sam, do you know what these trucks have in common?
They are all Ford trucks.
And
they're built Ford tough?
also true, but specifically they're Ford F-Series trucks, the best-selling trucks in America for 48 years.
48 years? We should celebrate a month-long event.
Sam.
A truckload of value.
Sam.
Across the entire lineup of Ford trucks.
Sam.
That's called Truck Month already, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I knew it.
Based on 1977 and 2024 CY Industry reported total sales.
The 2025 Wisconsin football schedule is here, and you should be too. Season tickets are on sale now, so don't miss your chance to jump around at Camp Randall Stadium this fall. Last year, 6 of 7 home games were sellouts, proof that there's nothing like game day with the Badgers. Secure your spot for marquee matchups against Ohio State, Washington, and Iowa, and enjoy the best value to see Wisconsin football in action. For more information and to get your season tickets, visit ewbadgers.com or call 1-800-GO-BADGERS.
Time to pick today's Old Dominion Best of the Game, brought to you by Old Dominion Freight Line. Old Dominion Freight Line works hard to be the best of the game and is proud to be the official freight carrier of Wisconsin Athletics. John Tonje with 25 points today.
Hey, no, you can't. It's a perfect game right now. This is a no-hitter.
You just
This is like a no-hitter.
You just did it.
Oh,
so
no.
9 of 9 for the floor, 6 of 6 from 3.
No, I tell you,
I wasn't going to say that, but you just.
we got spring training going on.
Yeah.
This is a no-no. He's pitching.
He's 1 of 1 at the foul line too. He has 8 rebounds, 4 assists, no turnovers.
We jinxed him. You realize that?
Well, you started.
This is us.
You started.
I'm not just taking the full blame.
Add Brian
you
Butch.
have that. This is
Add Brian Butch. Badgers lead 80-53. Inbounds pass Sky Clark. Baseline right jump, no good. Xavier Amos the rebound. 80-53. The Badgers with 5:45 remaining.
You know he's getting a shot this possession. You know it's happening.
Amos throwing to Gilmore. He'll feed Tonje on the right wing. Mack defending. Tonje bobbles, gathers, throws to Amos. Flips to Kamari McGee. Shot clock is at 10. Tonje, right sideline. Tonje steps back. Oh, a tough shot there, and he missed it. Got his own rebound. Passed it to himself. Out to Gilmore. Turned down the 3, and it's a shot clock violation. Needed to take it.
Statistician, that was not a shot by John Tonje. That was a pass to himself. I told you it was coming.
Add Brian
as soon
Butch.
as there's no add Brian Butch in this. This was you. You brought it up as far as player of the game.
I
was
say-
9 for 9.
Did
he was
I-
9 for 9 before that possession.
I didn't even get to spit that out.
No, he was not.
Brian-
You knew he was coming. You knew that shot was coming.
Alongside America's Jenks, Brian Butch on Matt LePay here. Here's a left corner 3. Sebastian Mack off the rim, no good. Trent Perry the rebound, and he gets tied up. And the arrow to Wisconsin with 5:03 remaining. 80-53 Wisconsin.
I'm taking the headset off. You knew
Brutal. You're brutal.
And he got the ball again with 5 seconds left. I said, "Oh, here's a shot coming up." I mean, it was.
Here
I
we
love
go.
this team.
I can tell. Here's Kamari McGee against Trent Perry. Outside left McGee, throwing to Gilmore. Beats Jack Janicki. He'll toss to Amos. Amos against Johnson. Hands off to McGee. Kamari at the top. Gives it to Gilmore. Whips it to Tonje on the right side. John dribbles off the right wing. Lost the handle. Turned it over. Here's Dylan Andrews. Andrews with a bounce to Mack off the right wing. Mack splits 2 defenders. Throws it up. And he was fouled first. He got the reverse. But the foul on the floor with 4:35 remaining. We get Xavier Amos for his first foul. Both teams in the double bonus. Badgers lead 80-53 with 4 minutes and 35 seconds to play.
Can you repeat that score? 80-50. I mean, this is a performance right now.
It really is.
And again, we can talk about the threes because it's a storyline when you're 18 of 30. I mean, that you could talk about it. But defensively, they have been playing together. I mean, there has been red jerseys all over, helping each other, being in driving lanes.
Mack splits the free throws, missed the first, made the second. Yeah, UCLA just 30% from the field in this game. 80-54 Wisconsin. Janicki across half court to Gilmore, being hounded by William Kyle. And then Gilmore gets popped. I think that was Mack who got him, and that's going to wrap it up for Sebastian Mack, I believe that's going to be on him, and it is. He will foul out. Mack will finish with 18 points today. Needed 14 shots to do it.
I don't think John Tonje or John Blackwell are going to feel bad about him being disqualified from this game.
I would agree. Kid's a player, and he knows he's not done this season. John Tonje at the free throw line. First free throw is straight through. 26 for Tonje today, and 9 rebounds to go with it. Second free throw as Tonje eyes the rim. It's airborne. It rattles out no good. The rebound to William Kyle. 81-54 Wisconsin, 4:20 remaining. Dylan Andrews left of the circle, throwing to Johnson left wing. Steps back, long two on the way is good. Kobe Johnson has 8. 81-56 Wisconsin, 4:08 to play.
I don't want to ask this question, but I'm going to. What's the record again? 19 threes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they've got 18?
Yep.
Okay. I'm
just saying. Here's Janicki. Throwing to Gilmore, left of the lane. Backing on Kyle. Backing is Gilly. Still backing. Left block. Turns baseline. Pivots. Finds a flashing Amos down the lane. Layup is good.
X couldn't give it to you.
There you go.
I mean, I've been waiting on. I had to get it in with the way that he's played today.
83-56 Wisconsin, 3:37 remaining. Kobe Johnson feeds Perry, rotates Stefanovic back in the game for UCLA. Jump pass, wanted Kyle, and Amos reaching in is called for the foul. That'll be his second, as we'll have the under 4 media timeout. Again, cards and letters, and at Brian Butch, by the way. We have 3 minutes and 29 seconds remaining. Wisconsin 83, UCLA 56. Back in a moment. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
Save big money on your next painting project right now at Menards. Give your room a grand finish with Pittsburgh Grand Distinction Interior Paint. It's a premium paint and primer with a top resilient finish that is ultra scrubbable and stain resistant. Save big on Pittsburgh Paint. And don't forget to check out our weekly flyer on Menards.com for all the great deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
Jerry?
Yes, honey.
Ooh, don't you think... Jerry!
I know. I'm calling Cleary.
You know, sometimes DIY means don't involve yourself. You can still have the building of your dreams. Just let the amazing team at Cleary do the work we love. Cleary Building Corp., stopping do-it-yourselfers from injuring themselves since 1978.
An elegant, intimate experience in fine dining is right here at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. The Copper Oak Steakhouse and Lounge features choice cuts of Angus beef and fresh seafood prepared to perfection over an open flame grill, complemented by an extensive selection of fine wines and signature martinis. A passion for detail in exceptional dining. The Copper Oak Steakhouse and Lounge at Ho-Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Open Thursday through Sunday. Call and make your reservations today.
3 minutes, 29 seconds remaining here in Indianapolis. Wisconsin 83, UCLA 56. The poll is in. Brian Butch clearly jinxing John Tonje.
That is not my jinx.
Made his first 9 shots.
Not my jinx.
I was going to talk about is on the edge of a double-double.
No,
today,
you were not. You were not.
And you just you jumped in, and
there's no way you were talking about on the verge of a double-double.
All right.
No. All right.
Oh,
then I'm going to let you talk about how many threes have Wisconsin made?
They have 18.
Okay, and what's the record? I mean, I'll let you handle that part.
Well, as I mentioned on air a few minutes ago, 19 is the record. Iowa 3 years ago against Northwestern. Badgers had 16 last year against Maryland. We have 3:29 remaining, 83-56 Wisconsin.
So, I mean, are they going to get the record?
Yeah, well, it's the drama. You start saving legs here if you're Greg Gard, and that's, you got Blackwell's going to be out, Klesman out, Tanjay. So let's break in the huddle. You got Janicki, Amos, Gilmore, McGee, and Marcus Ilver check in.
And even though you've got 3 minutes and 29 seconds left, like how much does that save? What it does, more than anything, mentally.
Yes.
Mentally, I got more rest than I'm supposed to.
Yep. John Tanjay with the third most points single season in Wisconsin history, and a lot of basketball ahead of him, we hope. First free throw is good for William Kyle. One more coming. Both teams in the double bonus, just so you know. Second free throw for Kyle. Eye on the rim. It's airborne. It's off the left side iron, but a lane violation. Marcus Silver getting in there a little early. So Kyle gets the old three to make two. For those old enough to remember that in the NBA. You're not even old enough to remember that.
Nope.
And that's short. The rebound is Stefanovic. Lost it. Diving for it is Ilver. He ended up going out of bounds, I believe, hitting the left sideline. So it'll be UCLA ball. So Marcus wasted no time getting the floor burn. 3:27 remaining. 83-57 Wisconsin. Trent Perry will inbound to Kobe Johnson. Sends to Stefanovic, and a foul called on Ilver trying to work over the screen. Some more free throws coming up.
You talk about how good defensively Wisconsin's been against UCLA. Tyler Bilodeau has played 3 minutes in the second half.
Yeah,
I mean 3 total. Yeah. And I knew the minutes were low, but I just looked it up. 3 total minutes, and he never could get comfortable, and decide not to go with him in the second half. It's a guy that averages 14 points a game, and he just decided the second half, I'm not going to play him.
Make a point, get ready for the NCAA tournament. Kyle hits the first free throw, and he hits them both. Remember, Cronin really called out his team in January. They had lost 4 games in a row. Big news, can you do that? And UCLA went on a run after that. They came into this tournament winning 11 of the last 14. Earning that 4th seed. Here's McGee, left corner 3, nailed it again. Kamari McGee with a triple, the 19th made 3 today, which ties a Big Ten tournament record. 86-59 Wisconsin, 3 minutes remaining. Stefanovic goes into Kyle, low on the left, reverse layup, knocked away by Gilmore. Ball is loose, dug out by Stefanovic, and he'll scoop it to Kyle. Gets it to Trent Perry at the right elbow, pivots on Janicki, now works the left lane line, feeds Kobe Johnson. He flips a 3, hits it from the left wing. Kobe Johnson with 3 threes today. 83-60, make that 86-62 Wisconsin. 2.5 minutes remaining. Badgers 19 of 31 from the three-point line. Marcus Silver throwing to Amos. X feeds Janicki on the right side. Jack with a bounce to Amos, right of the lane, backing his X, mid-post right, turns to the block, goes up, and that is sent out of bounds with authority by William Kyle. Now Daniel Freitag and Chris Hodges will check in for Wisconsin. Kamari McGee will take the rest of Friday off.
Can I get an Isaac Gard for 3 for the 20th for the record breaker? If I'm a jinx, maybe it works that way the other way, right?
Freitag, baseline right, looking at inbound, nothing inside, and looking at the quick hitter. They get it into Hodges, 7 to shoot. Now Freitag, Daniel off the right wing, 3 to shoot, 2 to shoot. Freitag, baseline right jumper is an air ball, a shot clock violation with 2:05 remaining. 86-62 Wisconsin. Here comes Dylan Andrews for UCLA. 7 points for him today. Left sideline front court. Works against Janicki off the left wing. Finds Perry, feeds Johnson. Another 3 in the air, and that's off the rim and out, no good. Rebound Marcus Silver for Wisconsin. With 1:50 remaining, 86-62 the Badgers. Freitag to the front court. Bounces to Hodges. Hodges outside right. Young man out of Schaumburg, Illinois. Now Janicki dribbles into the lane. The floater, left hand, back rim, no good. Whistle, foul called. Hodges got fouled. And Hodges will go to the free throw line for 2 shots with 1:38 remaining.
Put him in, big fella.
There you go. 14th game for the 6'9" junior, Chris Hodges. First free throw for Haji. Off the left side of the rim, no good. 24-point lead for the Badgers as they get ready to take on Michigan State tomorrow in the Big Ten Tournament Semifinals. Second free throw short. Rebound Kobe Johnson for UCLA. Ahead to Dylan Andrews. He's open. He'll try the three. Missed it. Right side iron. Rebound up and in. Trent Perry all in one motion, and he was fouled. That was Janicki getting him. 2 on Jack. And now Jack Robinson ready to check in for Wisconsin. He'll come in for Xavier Amos. And a good day's work from X. 8 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists for Xavier Amos this afternoon.
A great day.
Perry with the free throw. It rolls in. 86-65 Wisconsin with 90 seconds remaining. Free tag, right sideline, front court, throwing to Ilver. He'll toss to Janicki on the left wing. He'll try the three, and that's off the rim, no good. Rebound William Kyle with 1:18 remaining. 86-65 Wisconsin all over UCLA this afternoon. Dylan Andrews throwing to Jack Seidler, right lane line, fades, flips, off the rim, no. Rebound Robinson for Wisconsin, down to the final minutes. Janicki feeds free tag, took a look, bounces it into Hodges, right block, backing Hodges, turns up right hand, short, rebound Kobe Johnson. Down to 50 seconds to play. Johnson up the floor for UCLA. Goes into Kyle against Ilver. Kyle turns up left hand, short, rebound, batted in the air. Pulled down by Perry, and he got tripped up with 41.9 to play.
There's a chance. There's a chance. The 23, Isaac Gard, I'm telling you, he's at the scores table. It's nice to be able to have some fun like this in a Big Ten quarterfinal against a really good team like UCLA. And that's why when you play like this and you've got a 21-point lead, that means I can have some fun right now.
First free throw is good for Trent Perry, and here comes
41.9 on the clock, 30 on the shot clock. You can't have a turnover. You got to have a shot here. You can't have a turnover.
Guard in for Janicki. First free throw made for Perry, and he makes the second as well. 86-67 Wisconsin with 40 seconds to play. Here's free tag, right sideline, front court, throwing to Ilver at the center circle. Angles to his left, crowded by Kobe Johnson. Ilver underhands to Guard, high on the left. Isaac out between the rings, down to 13 on the shot clock, and the ball's knocked away. 11 to shoot, 23.8 to play. 86-67 Wisconsin. Robinson, front court sideline, left will inbound. Robinson into free tag between the rings. High screen Ilver, free tag with 8 to shoot. Free tag driving, right of the lane, knocked away. Turnover as Seidler is there with 15 seconds left. And now here's Dylan Andrews, left of the circle, down to 8 seconds. Kobe Johnson wide open three, drilled it again. 86-70 Wisconsin, 6.5 seconds left. Free tag will dribble out the clock, and the Badgers will advance to the semifinal round of the Big Ten Tournament with an absolutely spectacular performance today. 86-70, the Badgers take down UCLA.
Fantastic on every level. 19 of 32 from 3, but what they did defensively, they limited UCLA from 9 to 30 from 3. They made everything difficult. They made everything difficult. They held UCLA 22 of 68 from the floor. Just, again, there's no words to explain what they did. They answered it, and I've said this early on in that first half. This is the team that we've seen most often this year. A team that's making a lot of threes, that's pushing the ball, that's guarding right when they were trending that way. So good, happy for this group.
We'll visit with Kamari McGee here in the next couple of minutes as Kamari 4 out of 5 from the floor, perfect from the three-point line. He pitched a perfect game from the three-point line, going 3 for 3 as Kamari will make his way over to row number 2 and acknowledge